Hello everyone, my name is Putty and welcome to a windy edition of the Dunes of Utapau. I believe this is episode 11. How's everyone doing this week?
I think it's 12 actually.
Is it? Oh, it's gotta be 11.
Nah, it's 500.
I'm fairly certain on the last episode I wrote in 11, so if it is 11 then I fucked up the name.
No, you did, you're right.
Okay.
You're right, it is 12. How is it 12? I wrote down session 10 plans. No, I'm all over this. No, I did write down session 11 plans.
We have to cancel the session. Putty planned for a session we had two weeks ago.
Okay, so in the last episode you guys were on Korzai, right? And that is the session today, is the continuation of Korzai, right?
No.
Yep, that's shit. Totally where we are right now.
Shit, I'm gonna have to ad-lib even harder. Right, so I am, of course, as always, joined by Marshall Peterson, Corey Wadsworth, and Charles Smith. However, surprisingly, the ever stalwart and reliable Chris Tuvison is not here today because he had a surprise birthday party. Didn't know
For shame.
And once again, like I said in the chat, I'll share it with you, audience members. It was a special kind of surprise birthday party in which even the guests were surprised by the party. Like, you know, basically one person, the person who's hosting it, jumps out and yells surprise as everyone arrives. And they're like, shit.
Guess all my plans are ruined today.
Yeah, there's no way I can just say no. The door's locked and there's chains up and they've got guard dogs.
Snowing outside.
There's men with guns. It's actually prison. Chris is in prison. But anyway, that would actually that would be a legitimate excuse if he got arrested and he's now in prison. I would accept that. I mean, I would chastise him for whatever he did to be there, but at least he has an excuse. Anyway.
So Charles, how's the snow?
Slightly.
You in one of the worst hit parts of the country?
Like, it's not been that bad.
I know I'm in one of the least hit parts of the country.
Like, we've had it... Like, it was... It got to about a foot.
Our problem hasn't
like,
been snow, because we're on the coast. It literally has been ridiculous winds.
We've had quite a lot of wind, but... Yeah, the snow is the worst bit.
In an unrelated set of natural disaster, the river in my town, the St. Joseph River, its banks flooded and a lot of homes and shit got you know.
We were gonna
crashed.
get to you, Marshall. We're gonna get to you.
Sorry.
Corey, how's the rain?
It's going great. I'm sure already 3 people have drowned from a little less than a puddle of rain.
That's always good to hear. Now, Marshall, you can talk about the horrific flooding.
Well, it's like I said, it rained so hard earlier in the week that the banks of the river in my town just overflowed, and now like a ton of houses are ruined.
Essentially, we're in the apocalypse. Everywhere's just
everywhere.
fucked.
Shit. I mean, it's raining slightly in California, and the school children, the little desert flowers over there who don't know how to handle it, they're drowning in puddles. They just don't know how to get out. They're like, what is this? Do I turn up or do I face down into the puddle?
So essentially, it's the apocalypse, and we're playing Star Wars.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Alright, so who wants to recap last week?
I think that would be you, Putty, because you did the description.
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about that midweek, that I can recap it, but then I also realized that I forget everything.
Okay.
Which probably shouldn't be me.
So
why don't you do it?
I'll do it since I'm doing the description today.
Oh, that's a spoiler. Jesus, stuff about spoiling people.
Sorry. Well, anyone could figure it out simply by, like, you know.
The eloquence of the writing.
Honestly, though, if they've been watching long enough to know the pattern, they would also wait in anticipation every week to discover who's writing it.
But my point is, they would know that I'm like there is no exact pattern, but
Ooh.
I was the last person who hadn't done it. So if they knew that, they would know I have to be it today.
And come on, it's us. We never stick to a pattern.
Anyway.
Let us know in the comments whether you knew it was going to be Marshall or whether you're upset that he spoiled it for you.
They're all going to be upset now. Now that you've given them that option, they're going to be very angry.
Are you saying that people on the internet outrage as a default position?
If you tell them that it's acceptable, yes. Okay, but yeah, I think last session was really interesting. We got to Malastare. We crash landed through the defense systems, which, you know, seems to be this sort of. We later found that the planet is almost completely abandoned. There's the occasional person we found, but definitely any sort of advanced civilization is completely gone from the place. But the automated defense systems there are still very much working, and they shot our ship down. Thankfully, we didn't. I was really thinking there was a chance we were all just gonna die in the vacuum of space. We didn't. We made it to the planet. We crash landed. We hit our ship in some woods, and we headed into the city proper. We stole some passports, which was really interesting. And we spent a lot of time just trying to figure out how to power these different machines we were finding. And we still really haven't figured out a good way to power them. We've thrown around the idea of just taking batteries back from the ship, but I think you brought up, Putty, that the batteries would need to be really fucking big and powerful to power half the shit we want to power. So that's probably not much.
Chris was convinced, though, that they were the same batteries.
Well, yeah. So obviously we are still without power. We met a strange man. I forget. Did he tell us his name?
No.
Not.
Man, that's weird that we did. Did we even ask? We are such.
Yes.
Repeatedly.
Oh, that's right. And he just kept changing the subject. Yeah. He didn't even say, no, I won't tell you my name.
He's the curious man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we met.
There's always a man, Charles. And there's always a lighthouse.
We met the curious man. We killed Booker DeWitt. We saved the girl. No. We met the curious man, and we also met Sazine again. She came to the planet in her basilisk droid, and Slazine, we confirmed Chris's sort of premonition is true. It definitely happened, which means either it's an either-or proposition where either one of his premonitions are true or the other one was true, in which case the other one he had is false, or he is a god of premonitions and everything he has is true. I mean, there could be, something other than those two, but that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so that's about...
Oh, yeah, and can't we also fly in Sazine's basilisk droid thing or whatever?
Yeah, we found out right before Charles attempted suicide that there is a way off this, perhaps, that we can use to get into the higher levels of the city if we decide to steal Sazine's basilisk droid. Although, I am very suspicious of the possibility of us using its proprietary software without her knowledge. I have a feeling there might be some deadlocks in place, but we'll find out. If we want to.
Well, if we had Chris here, we could have maybe hacked into the system or whatever that she had.
Maybe we could just ask her. I mean, we haven't.
We found out on Corellia, Cedric is very tetchy about certain tech words like encryption, so he probably knows a thing or two about hacking.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, what I was going to say was we could just ask her. She might just give us a ride. I mean, it's possible. I think I'll say it's a 50-50 chance. She hasn't attacked us yet, meaning she is at least ambiguous about our being here. She's neutral.
I mean, she has attacked you before.
No, but now, on this occasion. So,
and she didn't attack you on
Antar.
Mm-hmm.
Abednego.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder why she even attacked us in the first place. I mean, she seems...
To be fair, we were the ones sort of getting in her road. That was the whole, I think, thing on Corellia.
What, she murders everyone who goes over a road that she's claimed as her own?
You didn't ask the police, you don't know.
Holy shit, we should go back to Corellia and be
it might have been her private property.
We go back to Corellia and we find out there's just a slew of murders on this street.
Yeah, it's not even her choice. She's just got a restrictive covenant on that land to not allow anybody else on it. Okay. I always kill the conversation with law. Alright,
honestly,
so you're all...
dude, that was the type of law where a part of me was like, I think it's probably law, but it almost sounds like some sort of religious text. A restrictive covenant, like with Christ, with a goat devil, like what?
It's land law. Gosh.
It's land law. Everyone knows. You spread the goat entrails on your face.
Okay, so you were all in the access zone contemplating a mega jump or using Sith lightning to power the battery. What do you do?
The basilisk droid's still there?
Yes.
I'd say we at least just check it out. Tinker with it. Who wants to go inside? It might be a death trap.
Slus raises his hand hesitantly.
I start poking Sless in the back to, like, usher him forward towards it.
Do you follow them, Cedric?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a slightly wary distance.
Okay, so you walk into the general zone and towards the saloon, and the basilisk droid is there, almost like curled up and deactivated.
It's right next to the saloon?
Yeah, pretty much. There's like
maybe we should
20.
We should take a vote. Who wants to just try to steal it, and who wants to ask her if we can use it as a ride? Or if she can give us a ride.
Wait. Didn't last week... I'm trying to remember that conversation. They were talking about, like, it being up to a specification for Revan, right?
I don't remember those words. What?
No.
No. What?
No.
Okay, so if Sless and Gasari, like, attentive listeners, would they remember the conversation?
I'd like to think Kasari is a pretty attentive listener.
Okay, so she would remember a conversation going something like the man asking, "Do you have the droid?" and Sazine saying, "Yes, built to Revan specifications."
Oh shit! Yeah. So the droid is built to Revan specifications.
Yeah. So.
And then there's that completely unrelated mask. But anyway, yeah, the droid was built to Revan. Which droid is the question?
I think that one.
Literally the basilisk droid?
Yeah.
What kind of... Why would Revan want a basilisk droid? Although, what color is the basilisk droid again? Red?
Red.
He does like red.
I'll say that, like, I'm pretty sure that when your investigations of the vaults in Corellia, you figured out that it was created pre-war.
Pre-war. Well, probably not Revan's then. I mean, Revan...
Yeah, this one might not be.
Before the war, I doubt Revan was making... I mean, what the... I don't even know what situation he would be in where he would be building basilisk droids. That'd be... Or hiring someone to build them. But...
Maybe it was Revan from the future who took a time traveling.
Oh, shit. Revan jumps out of a hole in space. Okay, anyway. Yeah, my vote is that we should just ask Sazine if she'll give us a ride. What do you two do? What do you two think? I'm happy to do either though. I'm happy to go with the majority. So I mean, what's the consensus here? What do you two think?
We could ask.
Yeah, I know what we can do. I'm the one who outlined the duality of the two choices before us, Charles.
Well, there are multiple choices before us.
Then propose one of the ones I haven't said, or vote.
I'm back. Sorry, I
is...
disappeared on you guys.
I'm gonna cut off one of your hands, Charles. I swear to God.
Okay, I'll get the chainsaw.
Oh, I should explain that, like, Merkava decided to head back to the ship to grab the batteries.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
But he came down with his illness and died on the way there.
You haven't... He just left. You haven't heard from him.
We heard screaming as he left the city. No,
Well, what I would say is that we could go with the find the suits idea and then just walk up.
Oh, I've given up on finding suits.
I mean, I think we should try. I think we should try to find the suits or suit if we can't get into this, okay.
I think that if we don't, we should curl up into a ball and just accept that we're living on this planet for the rest of our lives.
So Charles,
It's not so bad. It's only abandoned and collapsed.
to be fair, it's a whole city. We can start fixing up the place. Hey, Charles.
We should buy a bar.
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles, is your vote for just not doing anything with Sazine and going to find the suit?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm the most indecisive person right now.
Here, Marshall, what are you voting for?
I voted for
Years away.
I voted for going up to the to Sazine and just asking her if we could use the Basilisk droid, because I mean,
Okay, then I'll have my vote go towards that.
okay, thank God. Seriously,
So do all
Charles,
three of you walk up to the top floor of the saloon.
you are a curse among all of our houses, Charles.
Wow. So toxic.
And
Such a negative person.
at least Shakespearean, though. Okay, so let's
It's a pox, isn't it?
oh yeah, you're right, it's a pox. Never mind. Fuck me.
Bad Mercutio roleplay. So are you? Yeah, you're all going up. What about you, Cedric? Have you decided to go up with them? But what if you don't go up with them?
Oh,
You could
but-
stay down if you wanted to.
Maybe there could be so many. Oh no, it's impossible to calculate all the possibilities.
Yeah, I'll go up with them.
Are you sure? I don't want you to be forced into a quick.
No, I'm gonna go up with them.
Okay. All right. Last
Can't leave
chance.
Kasari on her own.
That's fair. Okay. So you all head up, and you walk into like the only room basically in the corridor, and there's kind of a medium-sized room with a bunch of papers scattered across the floor, an unkempt bed, and a small kind of lantern in the corner as a Zabraki woman scribbles furiously into a notepad, looking through like a folder with a medium-sized kind of fancy-looking case sitting next to her on a desk. As she notices you, she slams the folder into a desk drawer and locks it with a nearby key, putting that key in her pocket. What do you want?
I say, we were wondering if you could give us a ride up to the higher cities.
She looks you up and down for a second and says, I don't really have the time. I need to go to Coruscant urgently.
It'll just take a second.
The upper cities have ridiculous amounts of defenses. My passport only gets me into the lower cities.
Son of a bit. What is this city? A prison? Okay. Well,
I don't know. I only visited post the disaster.
what was the disaster?
I don't really know.
If you're worried about the defenses, I'm an excellent pilot.
Have you got any way to open up pure steel?
You have blasters on that droid, right?
We've got Toph.
She thinks for a second, and she goes, I'm actually not sure. I haven't used it for fighting.
Oh.
Well, from what I read about them during the war, they're absolute death machines capable of tearing ship holes open, so...
Her eyes open slightly, and she says, They are?
What?
Yeah, I fought a few of them.
She then goes back to her notepad and says, I was joking.
Yeah, it's called sarcasm. Jesus, Cedric.
Oh. Okay.
If I remember correctly, you two, and she points at Kasari and Cedric, you fought my model before.
Did we?
Yeah, on Corellia, remember?
Yeah.
You're trying to get it to escape. Stop it from escape.
Yes, I remember that.
And you killed some of my friends that day, I remember.
You
Points to some discarded prototype droids in the corner.
You cut off his arm, and then I point at Cedric's cut off arm, but then I go, oh wait, no, not that one, and I point to the other one.
She looks at the mechanical arm for a second and says, looks like an upgrade to me.
Not a
That's a fair point.
I mean, it depends who you asked. My master always hated those things.
Dogmatic people afraid to change. I've known a few of them.
Okay, Well, if you have no intention of helping us with the Basilisk droid, then...
You know what? She could take us to Coruscant if we just want to say fuck it to this place.
Do you want to go to Coruscant?
Not
Are you
really.
arguing this outside, like right in front of her?
No, I don't. Well, yeah, I probably did say that.
No, we've got a mission to do, Kasari.
Aw.
What is our mission? I thought we were to find the beacon thing.
I thought we were finding Shao.
I don't even know why we're here anymore.
His left ear pricks up a little bit at the mention of Shao, but she returns to run up. She then turns to you and goes, Shao is in trouble. It's probably bigger than you are. You should probably leave her to me.
Why would we leave her to you?
You not think I'm capable? She smiles. I have friends. I'm not alone.
What sort of friends?
Good friends. Righteous friends.
Considering that you pointed to a couple of scrap heaps as your friends, I'm questioning the quality of these allies of yours.
Gives you a death stare for a second and then sticks her tongue out at you.
Oh shit. The classic tongue stick.
It's less unsure of what that means, just kind of stares at her blankly.
Slash shits in his hand and throws the shit at her. No, I say, I say thank you for, the talk. We'll be going.
She nods.
Oh, are
We
we?
have to open her drawer again as you leave.
She's very protective about that journal, I say as we're walking away.
Well, if it's her personal recollection, then I could understand why.
I mean...
Do you let everyone read your diary?
It's one thing... Jesus Christ, what is that?
Me sneezing.
Oh god, it sounded so weird.
Is that because of the snow?
Yeah, it's because of snow.
I say...
Getting snow all up in my nostrils.
I say, it's one thing to not want someone to read your diary. It's another to lock it in a drawer as soon as someone enters the room, and then take it out right after. I mean, that's not just a diary. She's writing something else in there.
Mm-hmm.
We can ask her.
Nah, fuck that. She'll give us some cryptic answer. I mean, actually, yeah, I mean, do you want to ask her? I don't actually know if she'll give us a cryptic answer. Sometimes she gives very straightforward answers.
I mean, you're the one curious about what she has. I'm just offering a solution.
Okay, I start crawling back up the stairs, and I peek my head around, and I say, hey, what's in that diary?
As you peek your head around, you realize that it's more of like a folder.
Oh, hey, what's in that folder?
She looks at you for a sec. How close are you? Just at the door?
Yeah.
Okay, she looks at you for a second and says, mission folder, you know? Information. Valuable stuff.
I go back.
Okay.
What was it?
Roll an average vigilance check, Kasari.
Oh. Is this going to involve me cutting my hand off?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, damn it, I knew it.
I'd roll destiny if I were you. You have 5 of them. Oh boy. Was that without rolling destiny, by the way?
That was without.
Wow. How could you? You have 5 of them.
I didn't need
A
to.
triumph wasn't good enough.
What? A success and a try. What game are you playing?
D&D 5e.
These mechanics don't even make sense in that game.
You fail.
Exactly.
No, you hear out of the corner of your ear.
You strictly needed to make a DC-15 Marshal, and all you have is this strange star symbol and a lightsaber symbol. I don't know what the fuck these even are. You fail.
You hear just out of earshot, strange girl, and then you hear like a little bit of scribbling, and then the key dropping on the floor.
Ooh, 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 ooh! I don't know what that means. I say, hey guys.
That she accidentally dropped the key.
Do I hear the noise of her going to pick it up?
No.
And I think I would hear it if she did.
Yeah, I think you'd expect to.
I whisper to the others, hey guys. Hey guys.
Yes.
She dropped the key.
Okay. I don't exactly understand what that means.
Sless, you're kind of shady, aren't you?
I don't answer that.
Maybe
That's racist.
Maybe you could.
That's not exactly diplomatic, Kazari.
What? No.
Saying someone's a little bit shady is not diplomatic.
I thought it was pretty complimentary considering, you know, I could have said a downright criminal. I mean, we've seen him steal things from people. Anyway.
That is true.
I'm a good, hard-working man of the Republic.
I know, you requisition supplies for the Republic. Look, there's something up there I need you to requisition.
Okay.
I want that key.
Okay.
It's something that exists, that she once owned. I want it.
Okay. I guess I'm going to go up and sneak in and steal the keys somehow.
Oh, maybe not right now. Jeez, I mean, I'll leave it up to your professional judgment, but she's right in there.
All right, we can wait until she leaves.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you think's best.
Okay.
What would Sless do?
Celeste would probably wait until she leaves.
Excellent.
Where are you guys gonna wait?
Oh, we should probably
Right in front of her door.
We could do that. I was gonna say we could do something else while we're waiting for her to leave. You know, we could go off and, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look for those suits.
I will say this though. The longer that if we do choose to wait for her to leave, there's a possibility she'll realize that she dropped the key and search for it and pick it back up.
That's true.
So, if you're okay with risking that, then I do suggest that this plan would be the easiest.
Well, I mean, the worst case scenario in one plan is that we don't get the key. The worst case scenario in the other plan is that she kills you.
I have doubts she'll manage that.
She's relatively capable.
I look at
she
Cedric.
cut your arm off, Cedric. She's not relatively capable.
She didn't punch it straight off. She only broke it.
Look, guys, unless she's dealing strain damage, I'm probably going to be okay.
It's Cedric that decided to cut it off.
That's right. I forgot that. Yeah, Cedric, what the fuck's wrong with you? So many things wrong with you.
Changes need to be made sometimes.
Oh my god. They don't always have to be made to your body, though. Okay, anyway.
I never asked for this.
God damn it. But Cedric did ask for this. I think if Adam Jensen broke an arm, he wouldn't be like, okay, that's it. Replace all my body with those cyborg parts.
Hey, I haven't replaced all my body.
You will.
Yet.
My vision is augmented.
Oh my god.
It's like, well, Adam, your eyes are fine. You sprained your ankle. Put him in, Doc! Okay, anyway.
Right. So what are you guys gonna do?
Look, I say whatever Celeste thinks is the best plan, because Kasari's not usually used to like doing this kind of shit.
Okay, then we'll wait.
Okay, cool.
Outside your door?
Whoa, no.
Okay.
No. So let's go back to what happened last. So there was the clothing factory, and it was locked down. We couldn't get in.
No, we could get in the factory, but there was a section we couldn't get into.
Okay, the section we couldn't get into needed power to work for us to be able to open it.
Yeah. So we need to find some
A
form
really
of power.
big hamster wheel. Hook it up to some wires.
Wait.
You also found within the clothing factory, as you call it, a slot for a battery to go into.
Was it called something else?
No, it's just you guys haven't figured out any name for it, but that's what you guys called it.
Is there a giant sign on the side that says what its name is?
There's the sign of a picture of clothes.
Oh, okay.
Do we know where the battery for the machine that we got the passports from is?
Oh yeah, you got it from a terminal, and the battery would probably be easy to find within that terminal. Yeah.
Well, my question, real quick, Putty, is and that's a good idea, Celeste. We should try that.
Yeah.
What do the clothes look like on the picture?
Oh, that's a good question. They seem rather hardy. It's a shirt basically, but with shoulder pads. Let's say.
A shirt, but with shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Okay. I say yeah, Celeste. I like your plan. Let's go and check out the computer terminal with the battery in it.
All right. So I guess that's where we're heading, Putty.
Okay, you head back over to the passport office, basically, the immigration office, and yeah, you take a look at that terminal. Are you going to try breaking it open because it's not on the outside?
Sure, but I recommend whoever's good with computers does that.
I'm pretty good mechanically.
Okay.
Okay. To just open it up and have a look inside, it's going to be an average mechanics check. You open her up, you can see the motherboard and the power supply and everything inside of it, and you can see that within the power supply there are 3 small little power cells, very tiny, like I'd say probably like 4 inches big.
Probably not big.
So these definitely would not fit into the one to power the door or whatever.
No, you don't think you could give it a go, but you don't think that they're the right size for those slots. Any of the slots you've seen.
God damn it!
So even if we could get it to fit, it probably wouldn't produce enough power to do what we want it to.
We're looking for AA batteries, and we keep on getting AAA.
That's the worst. Or when you find a 9-volt and you're like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?" And the one time you need a 9-volt, of course, all you have are AA batteries. So
Of course.
I am going to, well, I don't know what guys, were there any parts of the city, Putty, that we know about but we haven't looked into yet?
I think you've probably covered most things. You haven't scavenged the houses in the general zone, but in the access zone, Cedric has been to all of the facilities of note. However, I will say that perhaps they haven't been scouted in depth, particularly.
God damn it, you fucked it up, Charles.
A reminder of the facilities that stand out to you in the access zone are the passport office, the immigration office, the food factory, the weapons factory, and then the clothing factory.
And we've looked into all those pretty much.
You've been inside of them.
Yeah,
no, you haven't been in the immigration office. So.
Oh, let's go in there.
Okay, you walk in, and it's basically like an archive of filing cabinets from front to back of the room. Some of them are tipped over, and the files are spilled all over the floor. Some of them are still upright and maybe look a little locked. Some of them look open. It's an absolute mess of filing cabinets in here.
Files.
What?
I start going through the filing cabinets.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Maybe information on what exactly happened here would be nice.
Make an average perception check.
Okay. Of course.
You take one drawer that you think could be promising, and you take out every single document in that drawer, and you find 2 credits, but there's no real information in that drawer.
I pocket the 2 credits and die a little on the inside. Guess that might buy me half a lunch one day.
Every little count. You can put it in the swear jar next time.
Would there be utility records in the immigration office? Things talking about, you know, power, water, drainage, sewage.
Why don't you? You can have a look for them. It would be hard to look through everything, pretty much, to find them.
Okay. Can one of you help me look for it, and I can get a boost?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
What's the check?
It's perception.
Perception. Okay. Who has really high cunning?
I have 3 in my cunning.
I only have 2.
Perfect. I'm gonna flip Destiny.
Okay.
And you said this is hard?
Yeah. Okay, so you look through every cabinet, basically looking for whatever you can on utilities, on maintenance, and stuff like that, and nothing. You can't find anything. But wedged underneath one of the utility records that you're looking at is a small case with 2 little kind of rocks in it. They sparkle a little bit. They're not crystals. They're definitely rocks, but they have a few sparkly bits on them.
Weird. What's the case look like?
It's like a black case, almost like a jewelry case, you know what I mean? Like you'd find necklaces or rings in.
Does it have a store, like, receipt or label on it to show that this is from maybe a shop?
It doesn't have any label or any marking on it, but it is worn. It looks old.
I pick up the rocks. Do I feel anything coming from them? Any force energy?
No force energy.
Do I think they look valuable?
You think they look valuable to somebody, but you don't think a jeweler would pay a particularly high price for them.
Yeah, because they're not stones.
Not pretty.
They look kind of pretty. They're just not, you know.
They're not cut stones. Or cuttable stones, it seems, because they're mainly just rock. I'll put them in my things. I'll call them mysterious.
2 more for the collection.
Yeah. Yes. No one needs to stop me.
Marshall's like General Grievous, but with random shit that's completely useless.
So General Grievous, then.
What? He collects lightsabers.
Random
that's
shit
Zinzalin.
that's completely useless.
Well, Zinzalin might do it, but General Grievous does it too.
That's like 5,000 years from now. He's just ripping off Zinzalin.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay, so he read the ancient Sith texts, which told of Zinzalin, the lightsaber stealer, and he's like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to do that." Okay.
Yep. That's canon now.
Absolutely.
So, I am going to, like I said, take the rocks. I'm going to put them in my things for now, and then I say, well, I'm not sure if there's really anything of use here. We can't find any, like, obviously there's not any giant batteries in this room.
Well, now that you mention
It's
it.
a huge one right in the middle. You had to just ask for it.
No, you don't, like, I mean, you can't tell what searching the nooks and crannies of this building will find, but it looks like a bunch of filing cabinets. Unless there's batteries hidden within the filing cabinets, too, I guess.
I don't know. We found credits and random rocks hidden between the filing
Yeah,
cabinets.
this place is weird. What I'm thinking is this is stuff they've confiscated from immigrants. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
But what we
Now
should-
I feel terrible that someone had a whole 2 credits on them.
well, that might just have been someone dropped credits, but I was more speaking about the rocks.
The land of dreams, Toe. It's the Malastare dream.
Are there any is there a basement in this building?
You don't see stairs in this room. There are like 3 doors off to other rooms.
Okay, let's each take a door and look for a basement, because if there was a basement, that's where there'd be power cells if there were power cells.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so there's a north, a middle, and kind of a south door.
I'll take the north.
I'll take the south.
Oh, okay. I guess it's decided on. I'm taking the middle door.
Okay, so you all walk into what is essentially kind of an office with a desk and a terminal and 1 filing cabinet. We'll start with Kasari. What do you do?
Huh. I look through the desk.
The desk doesn't have any drawers.
Oh, son of a bitch. I'll look through the filing cabinet.
All of the filing cabinet drawers are currently locked.
Well, I could always go to the good old... What kind of lock is it?
It's like it's traditional kind of key lock on a drawer. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm
It's
just
hard to explain.
I'm just sort of just gonna fuck it up with my lightsaber.
Do you just stick directly into the keyhole with your lightsaber and then turn?
So so I'm not gonna obviously like shove my whole lightsaber in through the cabinet. I'm going to just take the tip of my lightsaber and just probably push it in through the keyhole about I'm thinking about 3 or 4 centimeters.
Okay. Why don't you roll a hard lightsaber check? Just to let you know, this check bit isn't to open the cabinet. It's pretty much a given that you will. It's to make sure you don't do any damage.
Yes. Excellent. Success.
Oh, that's a big success too. You expertly weave your way through that keyhole, and as you pull your lightsaber out, the cabinet flings open for you in a stylish manner.
I've opened a lot of things this way. I'm thinking I should go to like a lockpickers convention, and then when
Show them your technique.
Oh, you might see Sluss there.
I enter the championship match, and everyone, Bobby Brills has gotten out his favorite pick, and he's working away, and now we have the newcomer Kasari, and oh god, she's got a lightsaber. Anyway, yeah. So what's inside?
Inside is a giant stack of documents and 200 credits.
Okay, I shall pocket the 200 credits. And I shall look at the documents.
Do you thoroughly read through them?
Well, first, I mean, I'm not an insane person. My first thing is to skim over titles. What do the documents seem to be?
It seems to be a comprehensive immigration record for a Shada Ordito.
Do we know an Ordito? I swear to God, that name has come up. That definitely came
There
up.
were 3 Orditos that came into Malastare.
Yeah, but wasn't one of them important?
Zinsulin is an Audito.
There it is. What was this person's name, Putty?
Shada Ordito.
Shada Odito. Yeah, I'm gonna look through them. Where's Shada from, and why was he coming here? That's what the information I'm focused on.
Make an easy perception check. Perception? I think it would be perception.
Um,
Actually, I'll let you choose. You can either do perception or education.
For a second, I was thinking, is there like an investigation type skill? But I don't know if there is. Yeah, so I'll do perception.
Yep, it's easy.
I like how epic the music sounds for digging through normal files.
It wasn't meant to be epic. The title isn't epic. You take 2 strain as you try to quickly gather this information, but you figure out 1, that Shada is a female. 2, you find the planet of origin section, but it is listed as unknown. And what was the other information you wanted?
Why she came here.
So you can figure out that she immigrated. She immigrated full time to this planet to work in the medical lab in the inner city. And also, you can figure out from reading that section that her 2 siblings, her younger siblings, were given citizenship to live near her. Her recorded age is 32.
You said of the upper city?
Inner city.
Of the inner city.
Inner city.
What was the name of the medical lab?
I don't think it would have a name. It's just, the government medical lab.
The government. The government doesn't have time to give names to things. Don't you trust us? Okay.
Couldn't you have just typed that into your notes?
Too hard. Too
hard.
Okay.
difficult. Fine, I'll type it in my notes too.
Abusing your pin powers for important things like broken links to pirated versions of the Star Wars manuals.
Are those links broken now?
They are, because they changed the site I use. They changed where the Star Wars manual is located, so it's a direct link, right? So it's somewhere else now, but it's still it's a filing. It's basically a pirate Google Drive is essentially what it is, and they moved the file it was in, so I have to update the links. Some of the links work though. I think the links directly to files work fine.
Man, when I was a kid, you had to go to shady websites and get viruses to get free things. Now there's just a pirate Google Drive.
Sometimes they go through normal Google Drive. There's a Japanese wrestling.
One time I got tetanus trying to get a free thing on the internet. Okay, I don't even know how it happened, but
instructions unclear. Dick stuck in disk drive. Right.
Disk drive gave me tetanus.
Are you done with this office, Kasari?
Her name was Sarah, right? Or what would you?
Shada.
Shada.
If you type in Shada in the search for the Star Wars Discord, you'll find the immigration records I pasted to you last week, and then you'll find spelling for her properly.
Oh yeah.
For her last name as well.
Yeah. Oh man, I love the search function on this. It works so well.
Okay, so while you're writing stuff down, we'll move on to who took the mid door? Sless, right?
Yep. I was forcefully given the mid door by everyone else claiming a door before I could.
This office, Sless, you immediately notice that it has a window.
Oh!
Wait.
Now that is rare.
That's like the first one we found, right?
Yeah. So it has no glass in it, it's just a hole. It is a window, it's there.
Of course, that only further proves my theory that the entirety of Malastare just had Jedis that were too afraid of the glass.
Holy shit.
Again, you find a terminal and a seemingly a destroyed filing cabinet.
Oh. So, first of all, I observed the window keenly. Do I see anything out of it?
Make an average perception check.
Okay.
You notice two things. You notice, first of all, that the window seems to be crudely cut, as if, not part of the original structure of the building. And secondly, it's pointing directly to the immigration entrance to the city.
Oh. So I'm going to assume that someone with the lightsaber actually cut this. or someone who just had something really sharp. Do I notice... You said it was crudely cut. Does it have, like, burn marks that you would see, like, if a lightsaber cut through it or something?
Why don't you make a hard perception check?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
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 Oh. Of course. My dice always fail me.
You take a look, a deep and close look at the edges of the window, and you kind of realize that this was done quite a while ago. You can't figure out how long ago it was, but you know that, like, with your skills, you wouldn't really be able to pick up anything because it's quite an old cut.
Okay. And I somehow find credits.
No, you just got more information thanks to
I know.
God.
So the destroyed filing cabinet, is it like completely wrecked? Are the papers destroyed or...
There are some papers scattered across the floor. The drawers are kind of skewed across the room, and the kind of shell of the filing cabinet is just turned over.
I bet you someone who isn't good at picking locks with lightsabers tried to open that like a fucking idiot and just slashed at it wildly.
The papers scattered around, do they have any, like, information that pops out to me exactly what they contain?
They are full immigration records of a various number of people. Do you want to take some time to try and look at some of the names?
Sure.
Okay, make an easy perception check.
Alright.
Okay, so you recover one strain as you therapeutically put together these papers.
This is a very relaxing process, of course.
Notice three names keep popping up. Ferno Kavar, Hozo Chavez, and Star Smith.
Star Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's definitely the generic name for Star Wars people.
No, it's based off of the wrestler David Starr, the Jewish canon.
Oh, of course. How dare I, the uncultured swine that I am.
Do you not watch German indie wrestling?
Unfortunately, no.
You can get it now for just $8.79 on WXW Now.
Wait, what the fuck?
I got sponsored this week by WXW Now. Go check
What
it
the
out.
fuck?
Now on with your regularly scheduled programming.
Okay. Do I so these names that pop out up to me, do I recognize any of them?
All three of them in the passport.
Oh,
That's all you recognize.
interesting. Well, I'll keep that in the back of my mind. So what are their names again?
Ferno Kavar, Hozo Chavez, and Star Smith.
I knew how to spell Star Smith and the word Chavez, but that's about it.
You probably didn't know how to spell Star.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I don't know how to spell any of their first names.
You can go back to the passport records from last week.
I'll go back to that later.
Okay.
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 Now on to the terminal. Is the terminal working?
No.
Oh, well then and there's nothing else in the room?
There's a desk. There's like a ceiling fan that seems to be wearing. The wallpaper is like kind of seeping off a little bit. It's curling and rotting.
Ew.
There's a big battery in the corner, but
okay.
I'm kidding. I'm
Really?
kidding.
Oh.
There's not a big battery in the car.
You nearly had me, buddy.
I knew it was a meme, but in the back of my head, I couldn't let that meme get in the way of my dream.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
So if that's it, then I guess I'd probably leave the room.
Alright, Cedric, what are you up to? Again, you walk in, there's no window, there's a desk, a terminal, and some filing cabinets. The filing cabinets look a little off. One of them looks opened, and a little bit, like one of the drawers, sorry, looks opened, and it's kind of tilted diagonally a little bit.
I'm gonna have a look through it.
That open drawer?
That open drawer, yeah.
You see, you open it and it's pretty much completely empty, except for 50 credits and a single document that looks like it was part of an immigration record one time. It's like basically an introductory, like, here's the rules of immigration for Nitro Sane and stuff like that. It looks like it's like the front page of a full intensive document, but that's all that remains of it.
Somebody didn't want to be known. Does it look like something's been, like, ripped off the back of it, or...?
How do you mean? Like the drawer? Has it been ripped open?
No, like the actual document. Like, so, like, something's been torn off, like, the back of it.
Hard perception check.
Okay, I went all the way back and re-corrected all of the spelling mistakes I had for these guys' names.
You don't really know enough about administration to tell.
Just looks like some legal jibber jabber.
You do believe that ignorance is bliss, though, in Recover One Strain.
Oh my god.
Legal jibber jabber. Whatever.
You, good sir, are sick of experts.
I'm gonna go over to the computer and see if it's on.
It is not.
I am going to try and press the power button. See if it turns on.
It does not.
I slump my head in slight disappointment. And then walk back into the main room.
Cedric's sitting there like, oh man, they all never tried to actually press the power button. That's the solution.
It's not that there's actually no power in this city. It's just that nobody decided to press the power button.
You all meet up back in the main room.
I mentioned that it seems as though some time ago someone cut a rather crude hole in the office that I went into and possibly destroyed the filing cabinet.
Interesting.
At first I thought it was a window, and then I remembered that this colony was probably run by Chetais who are afraid of glass.
Did you say glass? Sorry, I had flashbacks.
You know what glass is made out of, right? Sad!
We just fall out backwards out of the window screaming. All the way down. No, not sand. Okay, but yeah. I thought I found some stuff too regarding an interesting person named Shada Ordito. She seems to be related to the Ordito that we found on Abednedo.
Interesting.
You found one on Antar.
What?
You didn't find one on Abednedo, you found one on Antar?
That's right. What the fuck was on Abednedo?
You met with Zine, it was a desert,
That's
you went
right.
out with Jesse.
That's right, I got confused. So the one we met on Antar, and the other one we met...
A ringing endorsement of my content there.
Thank you. The other one we met on Corellia as well. So, well, didn't really meet her, mainly just murdered her. But anyway...
I found the documents with the names Spano, Cavar, Huzo, Chavez, Star, Smith. Do those stick out to anyone?
We found a log with all those names on it. in
Yes,
the...
I know. I was hoping anyone had any other information.
Oh.
Nope. Anything in those documents that actually, like, told us more about them?
I didn't look for that. I just was like, oh, there's their names. And then I contemplated how to spell them.
Well, Shada apparently was here from an unknown planet. It was scratched out in the record. But she was here working in a medical lab. The government medical lab in the inner city. I think...
Does it have a name?
I just said its name. If we get... if we get to the inner city, I think we should go to the government medical lab and try to find any remnants.
You didn't say its full name. Its full name is the government medical lab in the inner city.
Gotcha.
Of course.
We should go there and get the documents that we need. Or not that we need, but I think we could find some interesting material to shed some light on Ordito. What'd you find, Charles?
Well, I didn't find much.
This is like that sad moment in Show and Tell where you get to the poor kids and he's like, well, I don't have anything.
I have a rock I found.
It has a ladybug on it. Oh, the ladybug's gone.
It's just rock now. And then he throws it at someone's face. Nope, just me? Okay, anyway.
That kid goes on to be the president of the United States. Sorry.
My dad was gonna come to the show and tell today, but he said he had to fuck his secretary and call me a failure.
What the fuck?
Okay, so, Cedric, what did you find?
I didn't find much, only like some ripped up documents. Or what I think are ripped up documents. I don't know, it's all legal bullshit.
All that bullshit.
Did you actually try to read the documents?
You think you can read legal bullshit?
Can you read, Cedric?
I think we established this canon in the last campaign that Cedric can't read.
I think it'd be funny if the quote-unquote legal bullshit was like a series of children's stories. It's like,
no, I think Cedric can read. He
like,
just chooses not to.
Fish. F-I-S-H. The fish jumped into the pond. And he's like, oh, what's all this shit? You think I could go to court for all this shit? He's like... Anyway. So, yeah. Cedric's illiterate, and we found some interesting stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So I say we what's this?
It's an example of how much snow we have here.
Oh, that's great. Is
Yeah.
Is this a picture from you?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say this is amazing. Anyway.
This is day 2.
Oh no! Kermit's dead!
This is day 3.
Oh dear.
And then this is day 4.
Oh.
He's awakened.
He's coming out. He's like, hey guys. Okay, anyway.
Now you mentioned it, I do actually have a picture of that.
Okay, this is not time for snow, Putty. Oh, god damn it.
It is time for snow.
Is that a usually working fountain?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty tough to freeze over a moving body of water.
Right? That's why I took a picture. I was like, this looks really cool.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we are...
This is why I should not browse Twitter while running RPG sessions.
Correct. So, yeah, I say we leave here, and you said that we haven't searched the houses yet?
You didn't go scavenging in the houses in the general zone. No?
I say we go from house to house, banging down doors, stealing women and children, and any batteries we find.
Agreed.
If the batteries don't,
I'll agree with everything but the women and children.
if the
part.
batteries don't work, we'll put the women and children to work, and somehow that'll
Look,
generate power.
we can just build a really big wheel and then have them run on the wheel.
There you go.
Really big hamster ball.
Yep. So yeah, so let's go search the houses.
You're going to search the entire district looking for.
Of course.
Okay. It's going to take you about an hour. I want everyone to make an unassisted hard perception check.
Oh god. Even though I have the highest perception, I'm guaranteed to fail. Of course.
That is a bad fail.
I told you, even though I have the highest perception, I'm almost guaranteed to fail.
That's fine. You weren't the only one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the other person only had 1 rank and 2
So,
points.
Sless, you spend an hour walking from house to house, and although you feel like you're not getting any closer to your aims, you are relaxed a little bit as you take a nice stroll with no problems and no stress. And for the first hour of like the day, because you just had a suicide run, you had to deal with some really weird people, an angry Zabraki lady. For the first hour of the day, you're away from your 2 crazy party members, and you actually have some peace and fucking quiet, and you recover 4 strain.
Great.
I am now
Cedric.
at 0 strain. I am officially stress-free for 2 seconds.
Cedric,
Sorry,
the thought that you might be alone terrifies you. 20 strain.
Sorry, you have a very uneventful hour. You actually wonder if there's anything to find in this city. Meanwhile, Cedric, you two take 2 strain as you frantically search from building to building, somehow making this a challenge. And every few seconds you hear a skittering from an alleyway, and when you look, nothing is there, and it's a very stressful afternoon for you. You take 2 strain, but you finally...
I was gonna say the skittering is Kasari's so bored she's kicking cans around, and every time she kicks a can, he goes, "What's that?"
Cedric, you finally come to a house where you can see kind of stains on the carpet.
This is odd.
The stains kind of lead to a door in the back.
I'm gonna jump on my communicator and say, guys,
You hear
I might have found something.
Kasari and Sless over your communication device. You hear guys.
It's very...
Doesn't Marshall not have a communication device?
I don't.
No, it's just me.
Yeah, just you. But you're so relaxed that you don't even notice it.
I really need to buy...
Oh, okay.
I really need to buy one of those next time we're at a shop.
I look at the communicator and go, what the... Okay. And then I'm gonna draw my lightsaber and kick the door in.
You kick the door in and you open up to what seems to be like a home church or shrine of some sort. And the stains cover this ceramic floor, and you can see as you go into this church there's a few dim lights on the wall that there is stains are red, and you can see kind of a mound of bodies next to the pulpit. Make a average vigilance check. You don't notice anything.
I'm gonna try and... I'm gonna look at my communicator and get again and try and contact Sless and say, Sless?
Ah, God, please stop, please stop.
Don't, we get the idea.
Don't ever use it again.
I'm then gonna sort of whack it on my leg a second and then try again, say, Sless?
No.
Sless?
But he just gets quieter to make the sound.
Yeah, so you guys, apparently it really hurts, so I got further away from the mic.
It was like, really, like, for me, it was very bracing.
He was very what?
Bracing, like.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
Wait, maybe tissue paper on the mic will be a better sound.
Oh,
Oh God, no!
snow. Throw some snow at the mic.
Tissue paper away from the mic.
Oh, now that's nice. That's gentle. I feel like I am being in snow.
I do have good news for everyone. It stopped raining here. The apocalypse has ended temporarily.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
The kids could just finally worm their way out of the puddles.
Okay, at this point, Cedric, you feel a hand on your left shoulder.
I'm gonna whip around.
You see kind of what appears to be a male human with grey to white skin and his mouth hanging open with this grey saliva dripping out of it.
Oh God, did Malastare suffer a zombie apocalypse of some sort?
You hear rumbling behind you.
I then have a quick glance over behind.
The mound of bodies appears to be moving.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, they did suffer a zombie apocalypse of some kind.
I'm gonna say...
Roll initiative.
Oh,
Just
okay.
Not prepared.
Kasari's like, this is the most boring day ever. There's not even any zombies. As I keep kicking cans.
I'm like, man, this is super relaxing. Good thing there aren't any zombies.
What an initiative roll. That was actually good.
Dream. Alright, let me get some stats up here. Oh shit, they're actually quite a while away. We're not far off half past. Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Great, I can get something to eat.
Yeah, and Charles, try and be back earlier so we can start your combat before the others are back.
Okay, sure.
An early break for you folks today, because I have my my stats for today's session. Because I've been using the prep from last week's session so far, because they didn't finish everything from last week. But my stats for these enemies are from this week's prep, and so I need to get on a different Google Drive because I was away from home most of this week, and so I needed to use a different Google Drive to store my prep. I'm gonna get the stats up and I'm gonna go grab something to drink. Oh, this is worrying. I don't see the changes. Ruh-roh. There it is.
Okay, I'm back.
No, I only just got the stats. I need to go get a drink. I won't be long. Okay, now I'm back.
Oh god. Hopefully I don't die.
Hopefully you do die. What do you want about? Dying is the sweet embrace. Ah, they got a triumph and they still didn't beat you. Okay, it's your turn. You're engaged with one of them and short range from 3.
Okay, I am just gonna whack the one right in front of me with my lightsaber. So do they have any defense?
Nope.
Any adversary? But because I'm missing my arm, I upgrade one, right?
No, you don't upgrade. You increase.
Increase.
Yeah. So it'll be 3 difficulty if you're not using Sharlock Sweep.
Yep. I'm not engaged with multiple people, so I don't get my boost. Okay. So that is 13 damage.
What are you doing with the advantage?
I am going to. Shall I do with the advantage? I am just gonna recover 1 strain.
Okay, you see, as you whip around, he still has his hand on your shoulder, and he seems intent on you as he shivers and shakes, but you thrust your lightsaber through his stomach, and he falls limp to the ground, seemingly dead.
Okay.
Can you hit next for me? But as he falls, the 3 at the back jump on you like ghouls, gripping at you and trying to bite you.
Okay.
You
I have
any melee
3
defense?
melee defense. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that's
Ooh.
I'm back.
That's
Did
4th.
anyone die?
Well, yeah, one of the guy that had his hand on Cedric's shoulder died.
Oh, good.
Well, seemingly. It's 4th rep, Cedric. Do you have something you can do with that? Do you want to? Before
Yeah, I'm gonna use 3 of that threat to where is it? Improve parry. So I deal 9 damage.
Okay, so you managed to fend off 2 of them. First of all, how much damage did they do? They do 9 damage, but you can soak it.
I soak all of it.
Okay. You soak all of it? Okay.
Yep.
So you managed to fend off all of them, and one of them gets close to you, and it looks like he's just about to bite down on your shoulder area, but you managed to just knock him off. But a bit of the saliva gets all over your face, and you take a special kind of crit injury.
Oh no.
1 second, let me get the hand out. You take...
Vomit blood fever.
You take stage 1 of this.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Oh. Oh, that's not good.
But as the saliva gets all over your face, you do notice an opening, and you strike back at the one that had attacked you, killing him dead, seemingly.
Okay.
It's your turn.
So
Now you're engaged with the other 2.
So 2 setback to every check he makes. That is rough.
Look at the other stages, Marshall, if you think that's rough.
If he gets sickness stage 2, he might actually have equivalent stress to me. Or strain threshold.
I'm going to activate Falling Avalanche.
Okay.
And then
What's that do?
it adds my brawn as damage to my next attack. Like lightsaber check. By suffering 2 strain. So then I am going to attempt to Sarlacc sweep.
It's going to be 4 difficulty.
Yep. And 2 setback.
2 step back.
Roll all the die. Yes! So that is a total of 20 damage, which I'm then going to activate Sarlacc Sweep. So that's so 29 damage total.
Okay, so you spin around, sweeping as you try and rip this horrible, horrific sludge off of your face, and spin around to try and hit these remaining two, and you slash through them, cutting them in half as they fall like a mound on their original guy. That's the end of combat. You can roll your discipline or your cool to recover strain, and I also want you to roll a hard vigilance check. That's no strain recovered.
A hard vigilance?
Yep. Also, you need to add 2 step back to it.
Oh.
You don't have to. Do it next time, though. Try and remember. Yep. Try and get into the habit of it.
Yeah.
So you don't notice anything. You stand triumphant, having thwarted more of your foes. However, you do feel ill. You feel a little under the weather. It's probably just repulsion from.
Now that I think about it, Merkava, Cedric, and Kasari are all suffering from different illnesses.
Yep.
Oh, so you forgot to add your setback.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We said that earlier. I was like, it's fine because he failed, but do it next time.
Gotcha.
Slus will remain perfectly healthy. You'll watch and you'll see.
He stubs his toe on his wall.
I look at this and then start staggering out.
Okay. As soon as you leave the building, your communication device lights up as if working again.
Celeste? You there?
Oh, Cedric. Did you find anything? I was just enjoying a wonderful, relaxing stroll throughout the city.
Wait, what? I found a church with a load of zombies in it.
A zombie?
Yeah,
is this
they're like...
more of that Jedi voodoo stuff?
I don't think so. Grab Kisari and try and meet me.
Sure, I'll be sure to teleport to Kasari immediately. I then say, look, Cedric, I'm sure you're just a bit stressed out.
Yeah.
And clearly
totally
you've caught
fine.
something. Why don't you go by the tavern and we'll meet up there?
Nah, I think I'm fine. I just got sprayed on by a load of dead bodies. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Okay. Did you find any suits?
I sort of got out of there once I killed the dead bodies. I didn't really have a look around.
Okay. I'll find Kasari and we can meet up. I then end the communication and I guess I go look for Kasari.
I go and puke in an alleyway nearby.
Jesus.
Oh, it just so happens that Kasari is kicking a can in that alleyway, and you all three meet up.
Oh, hey, guys. This is my friend.
You notice, Cedric, if you actually vomit, Cedric, you can all see that this isn't like normal colored vomit. This is a pale white and gray vomit. And
Do I recognize it's not normal color vomit for a human?
Make a xenology check.
Okay.
Also, what were you saying it smells like?
Just repugnant. More. It's the same smell as normal vomit, but it's way more strong.
I failed with this.
You're not sure what color human vomit is, but you're very stressed out by the situation.
I'll show you when I
It's
vomit.
very
in your mouth.
gross. I'm already getting stressed again by being around these people.
I say that
Turns-
you should get a checkup, Cedric.
I say,
Yeah,
that is so gross. Skit. Skit.
I think something in there may be a bit sick.
What happened that made
Just
you
a
sick?
little bit.
He claims that he fought zombies.
What? What's a zombie?
I don't know. That's what he called them.
Well, that's what I think
I
I'm going to
asked
call
him-
them, you know. Like,
I asked him if it was more Jedi voodoo stuff. And then he said something about bodies, killing bodies?
yeah, like reanimated corpses. Like,
lead
it
us
was
to
really...
where this happened.
Go on, this way. And I go coughing over back to the building.
Okay.
At least Cedric is eager to name things while he's dying from them.
Yeah, I've coined the term in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
So I guess do you all head inside this dark, dingy building?
I guess.
Yep.
I ready my weapon, though, considering that, according to him, there's reanimating corpses around.
I
So
ignite-
Slash, you notice that your communication device gets a little fuzzy when you enter. What was that? Sorry.
I ignite my lightsaber and use it as a light.
You immediately, as you ignite your lightsaber, notice these red stains on the floor, leading to the door at the back.
Is this blood? It looks like blood.
Yeah.
We roll a check to see if it's blood.
Sure. Why don't you make an easy medicine check?
A medicine check? Could it be possibly survival, too?
I don't see it being survival unless it was like it's not. You can tell it's not animal blood or anything. You're not tracking. You can see where it leads. You're not tracking it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Nope.
You're not sure if it's blood. You think it could be a particular kind of soup found on Corellia.
Oh, okay. Maybe possibly human vomit, too. Maybe that's what the actual color of human vomit
It
is.
could be human vomit. Yeah.
Does he begin to eat
I
the soup?
say... I do not want to try the soup. I say-
I don't think it's soup.
Oh, you don't? Is this what color your vomit is supposed to be?
I look at it, look at Celeste, and go, no.
Oh, then the hunt for whatever color human vomit is, it
I
continues.
mean, sometimes human vomit is that color when you're really ill.
That's why I said it in like a no sort of way. It's not supposed to be. Though you're not really supposed to be vomiting thinking about it.
Wait, you're not? Can I be concerned about this then?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, vomiting is a natural human function to get rid of disease and poison
See?
in your stomach.
See? I'm fine.
Well, don't get poison in your stomach in the first place then.
Well, the club is fine. Right. So, do you guys head to the back room? The door has closed. By the way, Cedric.
Oh, did it close by itself?
Only Cedric knows that it was left open.
That's fucking dodgy.
I say,
It
okay.
was, I left this open, like,
Kasari kicks the
so it
door
would air
in.
out.
You open up into kind of a church shrine area with stains of blood leading to a door, a trap door near the pulpit.
So it isn't soup.
Can I... Okay, before we continue further, can I use my my infrared to look at the bodies to see if
There
they
are
still
no
have
bodies.
heat? Oh, can I use it to see if I notice any bodies?
What, in this room?
Yeah,
There are. Yeah. Okay. You look around. There's no sources
Okay.
of heat in this room.
there's no sources of heat. Okay.
In this room.
Oh. I say, you claim that there are bodies, Cedric, but I don't see anything.
There were just
Cedric, make a average discipline check. take one strain and you start to think to yourself, did you fight anything in this room? Have you even been in this room? Are you sure you walked into this room?
I accidentally caused an immense amount of self-doubt in Cedric.
My head's so fucking fuzzy, you know, like...
My head doesn't do the good
Did
brain
I?
noggin.
Well, anyway, there's these freaking lights on the wall. Is it the lights on the wall are on, right?
Yeah, there's little kind of lamps on the side of the wall.
Do they look electronic?
Kind of, but they look self-contained.
Damn it. Doesn't look like there's a power source here anyway. But, to be fair, why is there so much fucking blood in here?
I don't know.
Like, there's a lot of freaking blood.
Is this blood? Is this what human blood looks like?
Well, it's usually not supposed to be all over the floor, but yeah.
Neither
Well,
soup.
I gathered that.
Soup.
I just... You know, I went from soup to human vomit, and then you guys never told me what it actually was.
Kasari begins pouring all the soup into a bowl and heating it up in the microwave.
You know, the fact that the soup is all over on the floor, that's still very gross.
Immense.
I mean, assuming that was a meme.
Which part?
Part about you collecting the soup.
Well, yeah, because it's not soup and there's no microwave. Is there a microwave?
Flip Destiny and there's a microwave in the corner.
I've actually been to a church with a microwave in it before.
Yeah, my church has, like, cooking supplies for when... Because it's like an emergency refuge, right?
Yeah.
You go to a church, buddy?
No, okay, my closest church.
These are new things I'm learning about you.
Genuinely, when there was a flood a couple of years ago, I genuinely didn't want to go, like, the first year. I was like, I will get smitten when I walk through the doors of that church.
Aw.
Smited, I mean.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you'd get smitten, like you'd fall in love with the place.
No.
Oh.
That's, I assume, I remembered the connotations of that when I said it. I mean, like, murdered.
Yep. Were you?
Horrifically.
Didn't go that year.
Have you ever been murdered by God?
No, but I did go into that church to vote one year.
Hmm. So
And I wasn't murdered.
So you were just murdered by the Tories that time.
Hey!
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Oh, real coughs from Cedric. Is there anything else in this room?
Like I said, the stains do lead to a trapdoor.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. Kick it open. I kick it open.
Oh my god, Kasari is so eager.
You kick it and nothing happens and you realize that it opens upwards.
Sorry, this is how trapdoors work.
Is there a handle? Wait, is there a... Okay, I'm gonna kick the handle upwards.
Oh,
That
geez.
sounds like a good way to break your foot on accident.
Hard athletics check.
I ain't touching this shit, it's covered in soup.
Oh my god.
So as you go
Okay.
to kick it, you miss the handle. However, you perform an absolutely exquisite backflip with a few corkscrews in there, and gain +2 experience to athletics.
That's what I always meant to do, and then I lift up the thing.
There's a ladder heading down. You can't see the bottom.
Oh god. In my utility belt, do I perhaps have a flare or something that I could throw down there?
I got this.
You don't have a flare, but the light you recognize that flares would have the same light as a lightsaber.
I just don't imagine us throwing a lightsaber down there to check to see how far down it is.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna look down my electro binoculars.
You see a narrow like a narrow little square, like tunnel that this ladder is going down, and then you see the bottom, which is a floor, and you can't see much else.
Can I guess how far down it is?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet.
Geronimo! And I slide down the ladder.
You reach the bottom, and it's pitch black. You hear, kind of towards, like, away from the ladder. You hear.
I ignite my lightsaber.
The dim light is enough to see around you, and then there's a small passageway into a bigger room, but you can't see anything beyond that.
I say, I'm sure it's fine
I'm
down
gonna jump
here,
down
guys.
at this point.
Oh, they both jump down, and I'm just staring in the room full of soup.
And you close the door and walk away.
I say,
Soup?
I don't know if I can do anything with this Jedi voodoo stuff, but I guess
It's not Jedi voodoo stuff, probably.
You should just start pouring soup down the hole.
I'll feed you guys with your soup.
You hear Cedric at this point. You start to hear.
Oh God. You know the worst part about this from a meta perspective is that I know that when you brought them down, Cedric, they got back up.
I say, hello there. I'm Kasari.
By the way, I am slowly climbing down the ladder, very hesitantly.
It is
yeah,
good.
Sorry.
It is
I
good.
have it.
Halfway down, Sless, you hear.
Kisari, I have a bad feeling about this.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
I don't think that's a sir, Kisari.
Are you getting closer?
Sorry, ma'am.
Are you getting closer, by the way? Sorry.
Am I getting closer? Yeah. Well, can I see anything?
Are you getting closer?
I mean, all memes aside, Kasari is pretty sure that this isn't a person. I'll hold out my lightsaber, extended towards where the sound is coming from, to light it up.
Well, if you're just holding it out and not moving, then it doesn't light up much further than what you could already see.
We need to start buying flashlights. Anyway.
I might have one in my utility belt.
God damn.
I'm not letting you just be Mary fucking Poppins. How one of you flip Destiny?
I'm gonna use my electro binoculars.
Well, that's the whole point of having a utility belt, to be Mary fucking Poppins.
I have something, Putty. Okay, so I have go without. So once per session, the character may perform the go without incidental. If he does, he counts as having the right tools for the job when performing. Well, it says the next skill check. Never mind that. This isn't a skill check. This is just a light. Yeah.
Use your electro binoculars, Charles.
I'm going to use my electro binoculars to see what I see.
Perception check, average with 2 setback, and that doesn't include the 2 setback you have from your illness.
Oh
so
no.
4 setback total.
Oh no.
Why am I getting those additional 2 setback?
Because you remove only 1 of the 3 setback from having the electro binoculars.
Okay, fair enough. Average, was it?
Yeah. So you start to look through the binoculars, and your vision gets really blurry as you try to do it, and you're like, oh, I'm getting too old for these fucking binoculars. And then suddenly, flashing into view is 2 of the bodies that attacked you earlier. And you notice lying on the floor, moving, but unable to really do much, is the upper torso of 2 of the other bodies. And this sight causes you immense stress and pain, and you get forced strength.
Guys. They're fucking still moving. Like the bodies, they're still moving towards us.
They're not moving towards you. They're just looking at you.
Well, they're looking at us.
Perhaps they want a parlay.
I don't think so.
We'll never know until we shake their hands. No, anyway.
Well, there's one way to find out.
I sort of, I don't know. Do you think we should just leave then?
I don't know.
They're not bothering us.
There might be a battery down here.
What kind of basement
Might be
is this?
suits down here.
You can tell from the light that you have nearby. There's some there's some bricks near where you are that say that this is pretty much the basement to whatever was upstairs.
Now that I think about it, am I down there yet, Putty, or am I still
Yeah, yeah.
hesitant? Like, oh,
You're probably
well,
not. I
with
mean, it's
my
up to you.
infrared, do I actually like see a heat source coming from the direction of the apparent bodies?
Yeah, you see 4 heat sources.
Oh,
Oh god, they're not even regular zombies.
I say I definitely see 4 individuals in that direction.
Okay. Kasari says, if you guys think that there might be a battery down here, I think we should face them.
I think that's okay.
Hmm. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
interesting
you said that
in the
you
dark.
killed these things, correct? Is it not reasonable for us to assume that if we attempted to kill them again, that they would simply get back up?
I say, yeah, but do they re-sew themselves together? Because we can dice these motherfuckers into a lot of small parts. And then
I
put
can't.
each part in a fire. Then put the ashes in separate boxes and bury them under the ocean. Then
Well, if you need that kind of precision, then it's probably best for me to stay back.
Then send those oceans off to other planets. Then blow up those planets. Or, you know, we could just...
And
chop
that's
them.
where the concept from the Death Star came from.
It all makes sense now why the Emperor created that thing. Bankrupted his entire empire just
Hey,
one giant machine.
Hashtag not my emperor.
Oh my god.
Vitiate emperor.
Okay, so I am going to approach, ready to engage these creatures in combat.
Roll initiative, you are prepared.
Oh, are we
Did
all
you
rolling?
clear the last slot?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
You can roll initiative, Toe, if you want to be involved. So,
I guess I'll be involved. Oh, I forgot to type PC.
you also need to do you need to write GG instead of 2G.
There we go. I'll probably just be way in the back, right by the ladder.
Okay, I guess narratively it would make sense. Like, sorry to go first.
Okay. Yes, so I begin to approach. Do I see them?
You're at short range. You can engage with them with one maneuver as normal.
Okay. I will engage.
You engage with the 2 standing ones, and you notice there are 2 upper torsos crawling nearby, but you're not engaged with them.
Okay. I am going to...
This is the first time you've actually seen them, so I'll describe for Kasari again that these are 2 human males that have this pale, grey skin, rotting skin with parts of it like flaking off, and their jaw hangs open as if they can't control it anymore with this grey saliva dripping out of it.
Oh, well, that is just wonderful. I am going to attack the one on the left with a lightsaber attack. Gonna slice at him. I'm also going to activate Flow to heal some of my strain because I've actually built up a lot. Holy shit. Okay. So I first successfully hit, dealing 8 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to use that advantage to throw a boost to the next active allied player. And I'm going to heal 5 strain.
You swing wildly in a kind of diagonal upwards direction, slicing off the head of the left guy as it rolls across the room. The body limply falls to the floor.
Damn.
If I go next, I can get 2 bonus die. If you want me to go instead of you, Charles.
Go for it.
Okay. So, what exactly is the situation? Where are they located?
You look through your infrared, so you can tell that they're pretty much straight ahead of you.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 setback on the check for darkness since you had a good look.
Oh. I guess I'm going to fire on the one closest to Marshall or Kasari.
Okay.
So yeah.
You're at short range, so it's just going to be 1 purple dice, but 2 setback.
Okay. Hey.
How much damage do you do?
I do 11 damage, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, 11 damage.
And what are you going to do with 4 advantage?
What can I do with 4 advantage? That's a good question.
Well, with 3 of it, you can increase your melee or range defense by 1. You can recover 4 strain. You can send boosts onto people. You can crit.
I'll use 3 to increase my melee defense by 1. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. And I don't really care about critting, so I'll just recover 1 strain with my last advantage.
Okay, if that's your turn, can you add an extra? Oh, as you fire, by the way, you score a perfect headshot and the body falls limp to the ground. So it is at this point that the 2 torsos begin kind of crawling away from you guys, and you can end combat now if you wish.
I think we should pursue. Give chase.
Okay.
I mean, if they crawl away, they're just gonna, like, jump out of a corner later and attack us.
Yep.
Okay.
So, how far are they from me now?
Medium range.
That's nothing for you, bud.
I am going to attempt to force leap in a small cellar, I guess.
You vomit the whole way through.
It's gonna take you an additional 1 force point in order to successfully land in the dark.
Okay. Well,
you can jump to medium range, but you just won't be able to land successfully.
No, I'll be able to. I can land. I can do it.
Don't you need a point for magnitude? Or range or whatever it is?
I need a point to activate it, which gets me to short range. I need a point to increase it to medium, and then I need a point to land safely. So that's 3 points. I'd have to use the dark side point.
Yeah, I was meaning without using the dark side.
Yeah, without using, I wouldn't land safely. I'm going to use the dark side point.
Okay, flip destiny. Take 1 strain, 1 conflict. Charles? What's going on, buddy?
My roll 20 went haywire.
Your roll 20 doesn't matter?
Well, I was adding stuff and then it went haywire.
Need to
destiny
remember when you have 400 different things to apparently add onto your roll. You can't remember them all.
And then the lightsaber check. Sarlacc sweep, because why not?
I mean, you're only engaged with 1 guy, but sure.
I thought there were 2 down bodies.
They all in different directions.
Oh, they could. Okay, then I won't Sarlacc sweep then.
So, by the way, Slash, you see like this light appear from Cedric's feet as he starts to leap across the room, and for a second it looks like he's gonna go. It's Kasari, you notice he's gonna go slamming into the wall. This looks like a very unorthodox leap from him, but then you feel this dark energy as he course corrects and lands properly.
Kasari
feels that, not me, right?
You saw the light. Kasari feels the darkness.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That line. That was good. You saw the light. Kasari felt the darkness.
Oddly poetic.
You forgot to put roll, buddy.
Oh
Cedric's sick IRL. He's proper role playing it. So you course correct and you land and you skid and you're like, I got this, and you swing wildly as it goes flying into the fucking into the wall, smashing apart the bricks.
You can ask if you can deal crit injury to the bricks that you hit.
No.
He can.
No, I am going to upgrade Kasari's next check.
Yes.
And then heal 5 strain.
Okay. And next for me.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the one that Charles isn't attacking.
You have to engage first. I assume you do.
Yeah. How far am I? Short. Yep.
You engage and you see as the body turns on its back and it looks up at you and goes, mercy.
I say, can you understand me?
It looks strained and pained and then says, once human.
I say, stop, guys.
Do you want to end combat?
Sure.
Cedric,
Sounds like what we're doing.
Cedric, you made a fool of yourself. End combat before it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cedric doesn't really want to fight.
I say, what happened to you?
First of all, everyone can roll cool and discipline, and also I want everyone to roll a vigilance check. Meanwhile, he says, illness, long debt.
So we should roll our cool or vigilance, or cool or discipline first, and then the vigilance? Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you attack my friend?
Impulse.
Why aren't you attacking me now, then?
Victory.
My victory over you?
He looks pained again. And then says, yes.
Very well.
Is it a straight vigilance check, Petty?
Oh, sorry, it's hard.
Of course. my dice would not be...
I guess, Kasari, you're preoccupied, so you don't have to make a check. You notice, Cedric, that the two bodies that you killed without heads are still twitching.
I don't like this.
I do want to say that I'm probably still by the ladder.
I say to the half corpse, I say, do you wish to continue living in an unsightly manner as this?
We wish to grow.
Nope, nope, nope. I'm not cool with that.
Like, grow your legs back, or like grow as like a people group.
We are family. Looks at you, Cedric. You too.
I turn and I say, Cedric is a part of your family? How's that?
Soon.
Soon?
No.
Hubby?
No, thank you.
It has already begun.
Are you saying that Cedric's going to become like you?
Yes.
Is there any way we can stop this?
Oh, why would you want to?
Well, no offense, bud, but you're a little creepy.
You get no response, and he begins crawling away again.
Wow, that's rude, Marshall. How speciesist of you, or I don't know.
I don't think a diseased form of a creature is a separate species, but maybe. Maybe it alters their biology to such an extent that they are completely different.
He's walking with just his torso.
Okay, lepers don't need noses, but they're still humans. Okay. Poor lepers. I didn't mean to bring them into this. I look to my compatriots and I say, what do you think? Should we do something about them?
I'm like, I don't know, but the more that we fight dead bodies, the eager I am to not be in a confined space with them.
I begin looking around the basement for batteries.
Make a hard perception check with 1 setback.
Jesus. I'm gonna flip Destiny.
Okay. I believe in you, Kasari.
Ah, I believe in myself.
So obviously this is a very stressful condition, so you gain 2 strain. However, you don't find batteries, but you find a big industrial-sized key, kind of the center of the room.
Huge, like when you say big, the size of my forearm or like larger?
Size of your fist, I'd say.
Okay, so not giant, but pretty big. Okay.
Like it would be used for, I don't know, maybe a sewer grate or something.
No shit, was there a sewer grate that was locked?
Yeah, well, Wait, there was at some point we needed a big key.
That was super...
I've got a small key, but...
That was super specific, the sewer grate comment. I'm just trying...
Like, to get into the...
There was definitely a lock on the door into the clothing factory, if I remember, right?
No.
No? Oh, fuck.
No.
Well, I'm thinking of something else.
We need... The creepy man that we don't know the name of said that to get up, we needed to go...
a key.
He
said we needed a key. This must be that. Oh, okay. Well, we'll report.
Yeah, see, I knew it was going to be useful for killing stuff.
There doesn't appear to be anything else here.
No, it seems actually quite empty. There, you can tell that these people have some waste here.
Ugh. So the question is, do we lead a purge on this basement-dwelling society? Or do we just seal the top door so they can never escape?
I vote seal the top door.
Yeah, let him live in peace down here.
I don't know if that's really peaceful, but it's just another form of violence, really.
You watch as you notice
Look, if I am truly becoming a Mary Poppins with this utility belt, maybe I have a cache of explosives that we can just plant down here.
You notice, by the way, as the 2 headless bodies begin crawling towards the 2 other bodies.
Oh.
Are they going? Are they going somewhere?
No, they're just going into the corner.
They're looking like they're going to merge.
They want to grow. And there appears to only be one way into this place?
Yes, although, do you want to take a look around and see if you can figure anything else out?
Sure.
Can I roll a discipline check to see if Celeste is just going to get right out of here.
Sure, it's going to be an average discipline check and a daunting perception check. And sorry, yours has 1 setback.
Shit,
Celeste
buddy.
is leaving.
Well, also,
Yeah, Celeste, you want to get right the fuck out of there.
I forgot to roll Destiny before. There we go.
But Celeste, if you do leave, you will recover 1 strength.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
That's an interesting mechanic, tying the benefits of the advantage to an action. It's like, you'll get something, but you have to do what I want you to.
That's not what I want you. It's what the check wants you to do.
I like it, though. It's cool. Jesus. Okay. You said this was daunting?
Daunting. It's 4.
Nice.
Why is it that you have less dice than me, but always roll better?
But Marshall, you forgot to roll the 1 setback.
Oh, you said once. Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Here
no.
we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Yay!
You take 3 strain as you try to like maneuver around these 4 corpses, and you notice that a few of the bricks towards the top of the cellar are missing, and there are like earthy holes there.
Ew. I don't know why I think that's gross, but
Almost like burrows.
Oh god, do you think that they've like built a actual like underground society?
well, there's definitely
And
more
how-
than just 4 of them here. I'm thinking the whole planet's filled with these fuckers.
Oh, do you think that that's why they like abandoned the lower areas? Is because of these guys?
Yeah, probably.
I'm thinking no. I don't think they abandoned the lower areas because of these things. I think the lower areas are abandoned because all the people who live there are these things now. Like,
Wasn't there a hint that somewhere that they like fled to the upper city at some point?
when was that?
I don't know. For some reason, that's in my brain right now.
We keep like bringing up these things that is either a complete fabrication by one of us or like the truth hidden somewhere. We're like, I think there was like an old man who like guided us down an alleyway last session.
So the only like
I don't know.
down
Maybe that was
shit-
just like a theory that I came up with last session in my head that I just took it as truth.
But I definitely think whether the people are these zombies or the zombies are simply responsible for the people being gone, this is certainly must have been the apocalypse. It's a zombie-related apocalypse. Although these are like these aren't zombies because they don't even need heads. They're like more zombie-ish than zombies. Although they
It's
can
like
talk.
fungal.
They can speak. Yeah, fungal is an interesting idea. And they speak in plural.
Oh god, is this going to be The Last of Us?
They seem to only speak in the first person plural, so they say we instead of I. I think that was a thing, right? Oh no.
Yeah.
Putty, did it ever say I was once a human, or did it said we were once human?
I think actually what it said during that exchange was just the words "once human."
Oh, okay. So, yeah. It definitely used the word we, though. It used the word family. It mentioned a sort of commune. Which means they might be a hive mind. In which
Oh,
case,
God.
in which
If
case,
they're-
reinforcements might be on the
Do
way.
you think that so this is a possibility? It says that they want to grow. Do you think that eventually, wherever those holes lead to, might lead to one big giant mangled mess of bodies that are forming and growing and attaching to each other?
God, this isn't Chris's RPG. What do you think I am? I don't
know.
watch the Human Centipede every week on the game.
Oh, what? Jesus Christ. I didn't even consider that until now. Now I think you definitely do that.
I don't even like horror movies.
I don't even... Human Centipede's not horror, it's gore porn. It's like it's gore shit porn. I don't even. It's like two girls, one.
I'm
cup.
gonna be honest. A lot of people do confuse the two, though.
Confuse what?
Including directors and
Gore porn and horror.
Oh yeah. So I'm thinking we should climb up in those burrows. What do you think?
We'll just be
Do
you
I-
and Cedric
do I
because
think they
Celeste
just-
left.
Do I think they just lead up to to surface?
I don't think you can tell. You can tell they're barely human-sized, though. You'd struggle to fit.
I talk to my little buddy and I say, "What's that hole up there go to?"
Oh, you go over to the corpses again?
The one I was talking to.
He seems to be, like, examining one of the headless corpses and doesn't pay you any attention.
Look, the second they reattach to those headless bodies, my theory of the giant mangled mess of bodies is confirmed. I don't care what any of you say.
I turn to Cedric and I say, "What do you think? Should we mess with that or should we just leave?"
Well, right now, like, I'm feeling pretty bad.
Give us some of that Cedric wisdom.
But, like, we need to find out how to actually kill these things if...
I think our number
If we
one
wanna-
priority should be you not turning into one of them.
Well, yeah.
Cedric, how about you go and look for a place on the surface where this hole might be? Because if there is one, then this is just a hole to the surface.
Sure. I'll get out and have a look, see if I can find
Well,
a
if
big
you
hole.
want, you can ask Celeste, who's up the ladder, to do that.
Oh yeah, do that. I don't want to be alone down here.
Okay.
Celeste,
Yes. Have you not been eaten by zombies yet?
No, I don't think they generally eat. They just, like, transform you into them.
Okay. What do you need?
To be fair, if they're not eating people, that does increase the likelihood of your fungal theory. Anyway.
I know, right? Well, could you have a look for, like, a hole on the surface, like, somewhere around here?
Sure.
Like, we found a hole in the ceiling, and if it comes up to the top, we'll feel much better about it.
Okay. I'll search for that. I
Okay.
say, good luck down there. And then go and search for this hole.
Make a daunting perception check as you wander around trying to have a look around for it.
Okay.
Specifically, I would look in and around the church.
Like, daunting is 4, right? How else would it be a perfect roll if I didn't somehow only roll 1 success on 3 yellows?
Okay, so Celeste, you comprehensively track around the church, and after 30 minutes of solid looking, you are convinced that there is no hole.
Alright, I go back there and say, there are no holes leading to the surface.
Great. Then there's this giant hive.
I say, "Cedric, watch my back. I'm going in," and I just jump up into it.
Oh god.
I start immediately scrambling after her.
Scrambling. Okay, well, Kazari, make a average coordination check.
No, you're not supposed to go in. You're supposed to make sure they don't follow me in.
Yeah, Cedric, you know.
I am literally watching your back as it goes up.
Oh, you take directions weirdly. I fall back down.
No, you don't fall back down, but you realize that this hole is way too small for someone like of your size to fit into.
Oh, okay. Does the advantage do anything?
It lets you notice that.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I say, man, this hole's small. That's too bad.
Why don't you try using your lightsaber to make it bigger?
Oh, now you're thinking. Do I think the bodies can fit through this hole?
Not in their current state.
Ooh, I don't like that.
They're bigger than you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, We've investigated. Now we're... Let's leave.
Celeste is way ahead of you.
I haven't even. I'm not even in the church anymore.
Okay, so do you all leave?
I do.
Yep.
You just leave the. You talked about maybe sealing up the door.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Is there like a metal bar or large pieces of wood that I could sort of shut it with?
Hard perception check. No, there are not. However, it's a very cathartic experience for you searching for that wood and that metal bar.
So you're
you
saying
recover
we were
three
in a church, and there are church pews around, I'm assuming?
There's a single pew that you notice next to the
We
trapdoor.
had a
Yeah.
lot of weirdly cathartic experiences.
Could we, like, move that over to on top of the trapdoor?
It is
Yeah, I
currently-
can do that.
It is currently bolted to the ground, but you can try
Well, I
getting it.
just tell one of the people with the lightsaber to cut it off. to cut it
Nah,
out.
it's only a chain, and I'm gonna try and rip
not a-
the chain off.
It's not a chain.
Do you
it's
know what a
screws.
bolt is, Cedric?
Oh, it's thought it was to chain to the ground.
Cedric can't read. Cedric doesn't know what a bolt is. Look, don't be so elitist with all your words and knowledge.
This country is sick of experts. We told you. Right. So it's going to be a hard athletics check, and you're getting your 2 setback from your injury.
That's another 2 XP. What was the difficulty again, Puddy?
Hard. I thought Cedric was supposed to be L. Well, you get 5 XP.
What happened?
That's a hell of a roll, Cedric.
And then I am going to use all 4 of that light side to add advantage.
Okay, so I'll tell you what happens. 1 second. Let me just write down that you get the extra 5 XP. So you rip. You feel a little hurt for a second. You're like, and you hold back the vomit, and that power lets you rip the pew off of the floor, and then you crush it down on the door, creating this weird, like, wooden seal out of the wood somehow by crushing it in. And you think that it will take hundreds of years to evacuate that bunker.
There we go. Hundreds of years.
You may
It's
have
done.
overdone it. Jesus.
Well, they're not getting out now.
I'm
Well,
glad that we've...
there's that hole.
No, you successfully rip it in a way that the pew doesn't even lead a hole.
No, he's talking about the hole down in the...
The rumbling from you ripping the pew out, you think probably caved in those holes.
Like,
Oh
like
my god.
my slam will cave in
All
those
holes
holes.
everywhere were sealed by this check.
It was a real holy slam.
Oh,
He accidentally
It's a
caused an
church.
entirely new continent on Malastare to be formed.
As he does it, Cedric feels a strange feeling in his behind.
right.
And then I start puking on it just to seal it up, finally.
What?
Oh, God. As you leave the church, you notice that the basilisk droid is no longer near the saloon and is perched atop the wall.
What the fuck?
What?
Perched atop the big wall, the city wall.
Oh, so she left.
No.
I say...
No, she's atop the city wall.
I'm talking about the tavern with the key
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
she dropped. You know, the thing that why we're being preoccupied with this nonsense.
This is not
I
nonsense.
was
We
gonna
got a
say,
giant key
We've
after it.
uncovered an apocalypse plot. I don't think this was nonsense, but
Okay. I go into the tavern and look for the key that Marshall's apparently heard be dropped.
Okay, hard perception check upstairs.
Okay.
You notice immediately, by the way, the papers and the case have been cleared off the desk.
Oh wow! I succeeded.
Oh my! You successfully find the key next to the desk on the floor.
Oh, I pick up the key.
You have a key. Da-da-da-da.
Open the desk.
I open the desk.
So there's no report or folder in there, but there is a curved lightsaber hilt with notably Zabraki symbols on it.
I start
pick up
vomiting blood everywhere, chirping.
Oh, are you with me when I pick it up?
I don't know. Was I?
I'm pretty sure all of us are coming in at this point because she's gone.
Okay.
Do I recognize this artifact?
Yeah, I'd say you probably recognize this as the main lightsaber that Xiao used to have.
Oh man, and here I was thinking maybe I had a chance to sell it.
I make chirping noises and grab it.
I try to hold it away from her and say, "Calm down."
Vomit blood in self-defense. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I say that's Xiao's lightsaber.
I look at it and say, "Does it turn on?" And I try to turn it on.
Oh God, be careful!
I leap back, literally back through the doorway as he tries to turn it on.
Okay, so there are two buttons where you would. I mean, how much experience have you had with
Don't
it?
push the button that blows
I
it up.
imagine little to none.
Okay, so you know there's two buttons on this lightsaber.
Oh no!
I press buttons at random.
Oh, you push both. Okay, so the first one you push, a kind of cyan blue hilt springs out, but as you press the second button, it extends to a longer distance and then goes back down to a short distance again.
Oh. I say, weird. I do it again.
No buttons.
Okay. I say, what happens when I hold both of them down at the same time?
Turns off.
Oh. Oh, the lightsaber turned on at one point?
Yeah, the hilt extended, the cyan blade.
Oh. Interesting. I say,
Yeah,
I am a Jedi now, and I start to pretend to swing it around.
That does not make you a Jedi.
We all die screaming.
I then turn it off and then hand it to the little girl.
Yes! Screeching, I say, I have it finally! I can stop pretending to care about Xiao or any of you. And I uncover my mask. I'm actually vitiate! Wait, what? No. But yeah, I'm very...
Okay.
I sort of admire the craftsmanship, and I say, why did Sazine leave this here?
It is odd.
Possibly a gift to you.
But how would...
Do you think that it is possible that her dropping that key was intentional?
I don't know, I didn't hear the drop.
Now that'd be some
I was talking to Kasari.
I say,
I was clearly talking to the person who actually heard the key drop. Thank you for words of wisdom from Cedric once again, Charles.
The more you know.
Man, you just brutalized Charles.
I just like the fact that Cedric is completely, very straightforward and just says some really obvious things.
Yep.
I say, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but it's possible.
Possibly to appease you while she hunts down your master?
The one thing that concerns me is the fact that I wouldn't think Xiao would ever let go of this blade. She was fairly attached to this thing, if I remember correctly.
What I will say, Cedric, is that the last time you fought with Xiao, she used a different lightsaber.
Oh yeah, that is true.
She's fairly attached to this, except... Oh, wait, no, never mind, lie.
You always get attached to your first lightsaber. It's sort of a thing.
In Xiao's case, she got attached to both hers and Ita's first lightsaber.
Yep.
That was a weird subplot. The lightsaber subplot.
And then she gave it to that weird girl as her first lightsaber.
That weird girl.
I can't remember whether I gave Ita's first lightsaber to like the girl at the academy or whether I gave it to that Sith girl we purged.
Definitely gave it to someone, and they were definitely weird.
I think it was the Sith girl we purged.
Why did you give it to the Sith girl?
To like tell her that like she's a Jedi now.
Not fair.
Because I think it's because I took her lightsaber, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When I fell.
Interesting.
What are the stats on this lightsaber? Oh,
I just shared a handout. Yeah.
I used the key on any of the other desks. Did they reveal anything?
The other drawers are open.
Oh.
And they have clothing in them. Weird exotic clothing that you suppose to be Zabraki. A few like blank journals and stationery.
Nothing that would look good on a Trentoshan, though.
You could try on some of the traditional ceremonial Zabraki dress.
I think I'm good.
I really want to
Les
see that.
contemplates it for a second, but decides against it.
Actually, Celeste, make a hard perception check.
Oh, okay.
This isn't about the fashion, this is just the way you look. So you notice hidden in one of the drawers, in some of the clothing, is kind of this understated, very non-flashy tiara.
Oh. I grabbed the tiara and
You notice
looked at
has
it.
dark purple gems on it, and the metal is kind of gold, but it only has a few gems, and it's clearly designed in a way to not be quite as flashy as the traditional tiara is.
Interesting. I wonder how much it'll sell for.
You suppose a reasonable amount, especially if it has connections to the Night System.
anywhere from 10 to 20 rubles, I'm thinking.
Is there a check I can make to see how much it would be worth?
If it depends. Are you planning already to kind of sell it in the underworld? Do you think?
If I was to sell it, it probably would be in the underworld.
Then make a knowledge underworld check.
Oh,
It'll be
God.
hard.
Marshall, do you just give me your rolls like in the later half of the session? Just like, oh man,
the jewels alone, you think it would definitely fetch around 6,000. If it did have connections to the Night Sisters, you might be able to get upwards of 15,000 for it.
I choke up a little on the inside, and I just think in my head, I'm rich. I've finally done it.
Puddy, have I ever seen this before? No.
You wouldn't. I mean, it depends. I think we've had this talk before. You don't read much, do you?
No.
You would have never
Cedric
physically
is
seen
not
it.
a reader.
I say, to not be rude to my fellow compatriots, I say, does this tiara have any significance to any of you?
Do we recognize it?
Do you do much reading, Kassar?
Mostly about Jedi stuff. Sith stuff.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Well,
say if no, then
it's
I'm going
here.
to pocket for now, and maybe I'll sell it.
I would pocket it, just don't sell it yet. Considering it's
Look.
here,
If you would have wanted it to not be sold, then you would have told me what it's significant to you. Why it's significant to you.
It's in Sazine. Yeah, Sazine's clearly draw.
You'll have to give me a better reason than that. And I start to slowly walk down the staircase.
What a champ.
Mercenaries.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
You have paid him no money and he has flown you through a suicide run. And stuck with you all this time. Been way more helpful than Jackson ever was.
Yeah, he's a nice little slut. So anyway, let's no, I think
I rolled to see if Sless's feelings are hurt by being called slut once again.
yeah, I mean, I think if you can sell it for a higher price, maybe. Although, I don't know. It'll be a way off before we even get an opportunity to sell it. This place is obviously
Sless is incredibly hurt.
Doesn't have thriving marketplaces.
Wait, what? Second.
Me?
Yeah, sorry, I completely blanked it.
I said.
Is there anything that's relevant to the GM?
I just said that I think, you know, whether we sell this or not, even if we do, we won't be able to sell it for a while because it's not like this place has thriving marketplaces. So we'll just have to pocket it for now. Where do we want to go now, guys? Should we talk to the guy now that we have the key?
Well, we need suits, so...
Hey, we can at least update him, though, on our progress.
Question. How do you plan on finding him?
What the fuck? He's not just sitting somewhere?
He wasn't sitting in the saloon.
Oh, I hate this dickhead. Well, I don't know how to find him, then. Did he tell us a way to find him?
He did not.
No.
He's the least helpful person ever.
You need to find some suits.
I think Charles is dying faster than Cedric's character.
Yep.
Oh god.
Just lost my voice.
What?
Role player.
Oh, there we go. It's back.
Man.
Don't worry,
Take
it's back.
a cough drop. God.
Suck a dick or something, dude.
You do notice, guys, by the way, that Cedric's skin is paler than it usually is.
You could use some sun, buddy.
Maybe.
I say, do humans change colors?
Kinda. Like, over, weeks and months.
Interesting. Has it been weeks and months worth of no sun for this human?
No, I don't think so. We were in a desert just like a week ago.
That's a fair point.
Something's off. But
Wow. More words of wisdom from Cedric. Something seems off.
He vomits like 12 buckets and then he says, something's wrong.
Quite right.
I have a feeling that we're only going to get answers higher up in the city.
Yeah, but how the fuck do we get...
So we need to still find a power cell.
We can try to leap again.
Cedric, you get a call on your communicator from Merkava.
Sure. I'll open it.
Yeah, these batteries are way too small. I don't know what I was thinking.
God damn it, Merkava.
Merkava, seriously?
Oh, Merkava.
Anyway, I've got some more rations, and I tried to salvage a little bit of the Bacta into some sort of pack, so I'm heading back. I'll speak to you in like 4 hours.
Holy
Maybe I'll
shit.
sleep first.
Not
course
what
he'll
Chris
sleep.
isn't put. That's way more useful than what Chris would have actually done.
Yep. Helpful
Yeah,
Merkava.
Actually, I'm gonna sleep first. You guys know it's like 10 p.m. on this planet, right? Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning.
What? Oh my god.
That actually sounds like something Chris would do.
I think it's actually almost physically impossible for Chris to stay up past 10 p.m. It's like it's really difficult. So I am going to
Destroy the world.
I don't know. I mean, what's left? We've looked everywhere, it seems.
I think we'll have a rest up.
Where?
In one of the buildings that's not
Sure.
infested by zombies.
They're all probably infested. You know what we haven't done is we haven't just started cutting holes through walls. I mean, someone at one point was like, "Hey, I'm going to start cutting holes through walls." Maybe that person found the real solution.
I mean,
I would like to remind you guys that only Cedric has visited many of the factories.
Oh my God, Cedric, you
Oh.
fucker. Okay, which ones did he?
I say, do you think that we should backtrack and look to see if any of those
Wait,
factories have anything?
Mainly to check Cedric's shitty work. He's got the work
Wait! I remember a little thing.
He's got the work ethic of a sloth. What is it, Cedric?
There was in the weapon factory. There was a big weapon in there. Maybe we could
What
use
the
that
fuck?
to blow open the.
How did you? How have you not mentioned this?
Like, I was starting to get this illness, you know, like.
We
fuzzy
just
mind.
got this illness. We investigated those factories, what, a good 2 to 3 hours ago?
How big is this
Yeah,
gun
well.
you found? Like, how big is it?
Big.
Like, bigger than a person?
I don't know. How big was that weapon in the weapon factory?
I don't even remember you finding a weapon in the weapon factory.
Great, he's hallucinating. Fuck!
No, I went into the weapon factory and you said that there was something.
A big piece of ammunition.
You know what? This is the third time.
Oh, it was a big piece of ammunition.
No, wait. This is the third time one of us has thought something happened. So what I'm thinking is now just wait for my X-Files conspiracy theory here. The theory is, what if Putty rolled secret like discipline checks for all of us before the session? We all failed, and so whenever we ask him a question, he just gives us the wrong answer. We're like, oh yeah, remember that
If he's
thing?
not, you've just given him an idea.
Remember that thing we definitely found? And he's like, no. What are you talking about? No, you don't remember that. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's go to the weapons factory. That's where we're going.
Okay.
Yes.
So you go to the weapons factory and it's actually a secret base for the Illuminati.
What?
There are triangles and eyes
Oh,
everywhere. No, I'm kidding.
How did you miss all of this, Cedric?
I'm blind.
There's thousands
like-
of batteries, but they're all marked with the Illuminati.
I might need to get like some cybernetic eyes.
I like to imagine that the reason Cedric missed all these batteries that are totally there is because they're behind glass panels, and he was just...
Or what if we're being stalked by the Silence, and every time we see them, we mark ourselves with Illuminati symbols, and all of a sudden we look up at each other and we're covered in them.
Oh god.
So as you all walk into the weapons factory, you can tell it's very messy. There is ammunition and parts scattered everywhere, and if you're going to find anything in here, it's going to take a very difficult search.
Okay, then let's begin the very difficult search.
We each take a different section of the factory so that we're not wasting our time running into each other.
Oh, okay, that's going to make the search a lot easier. Okay, so all three of you make an average unassisted perception check.
Man, sometimes just specifying what you're doing, it's like... Never assume.
Okay, so Kasari, you think you've cased the empty part of the factory. You're like, okay, there's pretty much nothing here to find. Cedric, on the other hand, you'll find a bunch of plans for what appears to be something called Project Railgun.
Whoa.
And Corey and Sless, you find a big case.
With the battery.
Can I open the big case?
It's locked.
I begin to pick the lock. It's
hard,
my time to shine again.
hard skullduggery check.
Just as you're about to put the pick in,
I forgot.
Kasari cuts it off with her lightsaber.
Was this another meme I'm hallucinating? But did we like decide that I get like a boost die to all like
It's an upgrades. You get an upgrade to all of your checks.
Oh,
man.
even better.
Good you remembered that.
Oh, okay. This lock is apparently too advanced for me.
Well, as we found out last time, picking locks is therapeutic for you. You do gain.
It is.
Out of the shadows, Kasari stabs the lock.
Hard lightsaber check.
So I'm gonna go back to my same strategy before with the cabinets. I'm gonna just put it in ever so slightly into the lock. Surgical precision.
Oh, you fling your lightsaber back from the lock and the case flips open, and inside you see this very large, heavy weapon. It looks infantry-sized, but it's a very, very heavy infantry weapon. Bits of it look like the casing is missing, or the wiring is a little off, or certain parts of it seem like there's big chunks of space that you think probably something's meant to go there. It definitely doesn't seem like the completed article, but it looks like it might function. If you study it enough, you might be able to figure out how to make one of these.
Nah, let's just throw it away. It's junk.
I mean, you think it might actually work, so even without figuring that out, you could.
The more you tell me it might work, the more I think it's junk.
Kasari not knowing much about mechanics or guns says Sless, I think you might be interested in this.
Oh god, I might be interested.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck! Putty, what the fuck?
Read everything.
Unstable. Threat times 2/despair on checks will reduce item condition by 2 stages. Oh.
Ooh, that's not good.
And it has prepared to.
Yeah.
That means
Interesting.
That means it takes 2 maneuvers, right, to set it up.
Yeah.
And it's
way too heavy for me to carry right now.
Actually, I think cumbersome is an agility thing. I think you need 5 agility to use it.
No, unwieldy is agility. Cumbersome is prompt.
Oh yeah, you can use it. I think you just get, what is it? It's either.
I can't even use it if it's cumbersome.
No.
I can use it cumbersome 5.
No. Okay. Anyone can use something that has a higher cumbersome rating. I think you just take penalties.
Yeah. It has a tripod mount as well, so that reduces the cumbersome rating.
Oh.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that just be included in the flat?
No.
Okay.
Reduces it from 5. 5 is the base.
The fuck? It has auto fire?
Like, it's really freaking good.
I guess
This thing was made by Satan.
Oh man.
It's designed to both kill you and your enemy with incredible efficiency.
So I'm gonna be like, I guess I'm gonna be like, okay, so we're going to need to dump 1 week's worth of rations right now.
I also mentioned as a pulling back the curtain thing, that this was designed for Jackson and has been in the game since session 1.
Either way. I say, so who wants to carry a week's worth of rations? No one?
I can.
Okay, I give you a week's worth of rations.
How much does it weigh?
2 encumbrance.
Ah, gross.
I then pick up the gun, barely able to carry it. It's just under my the extra 3 brawn or whatever. I don't know what the penalties are. I can't remember.
I don't remember either, and we're close to the end of the session, so I'll figure it out by next time.
Okay. So, yep, I just strap it on my back, and I'm like, well,
let's go find
hopefully
some...
we don't need to go running away from anyone.
So underneath the gun, you notice it like a little blurb that says Project N00, designed to put the power of weaponry, vehicle weapons into infantry hands.
I think this thing can be used to... I think we should go rancor hunting with this thing.
Oh my god.
I look over at... There's a big... Oh no, the blast door is in, like, the clothes thing. I think that might be able to blow through the door.
Maybe.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I guess. So that's our strategy.
Yeah, you're gonna go in there, set it up.
Wait,
We're gonna go hide.
Before you do this, there are other buildings that Cedric has shittily searched that we could also check for batteries before.
I vote for that.
Okay.
We searched the clothes one quite well.
The food one.
And so we need to look at the food one.
Okay, we're going to look at the food one now, Putty.
Going to the food factory. Okay, so there are a number of conveyor belts in this place that seem to have been part of a canning process. However, you notice, as Cedric did when he first arrived, that there clearly was a system of automation here at some point where the food could be automatically brought in from somewhere else and automatically canned. There is a foreman's office and a manager's office.
Okay. I'll search the main lines. Celeste, you search the foreman's office. Cedric, you search the manager's office.
Sure.
Are you going to the origin point, Kasari, or like the end point?
What?
Of the conveyor belts. Are you going to where they come from or where they go?
I'm searching the whole damn place.
Where are you starting?
Oh. Where they come from. I'm going to become the can.
Okay.
I take a ride on it. Anyway.
Where
What
they
are
come
we
from?
rolling, Putty?
Well, we'll get to you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Kasari first. So Kasari, you go to the origin point. Yep.
Yep.
You find a number of crates of food, and also the conveyor belts leave the building and go to clearly somewhere else again. They can bring in food from elsewhere.
Does the food seem edible?
The crates most of it seems to have perished, but some of it seems to still be good.
Okay, I'll continue.
You can save it. You can try and save the food and put it into rations if you want.
Sure.
It's going to be an average education check. You fail, and the food perishes.
And I perish as well.
No, you just take one strain.
Oh.
And then he said you were comprehensively checking it. So if you try and follow the conveyor belts to their end point, it goes through basically an inaccessible it's not meant to be accessed by humans room. But the actual like edge of the place where the conveyor belt goes into it, you can try and fit into, but you're gonna have to force it open.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, it's going to be a hard athletics check.
No!
You fail to force it open.
Sorry, Marshall, I stole your luck roll.
Who went to the foreman's office?
Me, apparently.
Okay. Cedric, this was the one that you searched and you salvaged the parts out of it. You can't find anything you think's less.
Oh, okay.
Cedric, you went to the manager's office, right?
Yep.
As you walk in, you realize that this is less of a manager's office and more of an engineer's office. And there's like a more advanced terminal here, which seems actually in better shape than most of the terminals you found. It's not quite working, but it could probably be put together again with the right parts.
Are the right parts the same one that I salvaged from the last lot?
They just might be.
Oh my gosh.
It's an easy mechanics check to put it back together. I'm actually gonna restart and also leave the lobby. That was also something I wanted to do.
You
Oh my god.
son of a bitch.
um, Well, as you're trying to put the parts back together, you don't damage any of the parts, and as you do, you notice that once again there is kind of a slot in this terminal for a battery, but it's empty.
I shout out to the outside, guys. Does anyone have a battery?
Did we find tiny batteries?
Is it like a tiny battery hole?
It's a big one.
But
Cedric
big
also
battery hole.
Look, we keep on finding triple A's. Don't ask us for double A's, okay?
So as you were looking through there, you also think you could give advice to somebody else to try and fix it, and you can upgrade their check.
Okay, that's cool. We really need Merkava for this thing.
Kasari, as you continue your search, make a hard perception check. You finish with the conveyor belts, and you said you were searching the whole place, so now you're just searching away from the conveyor belts.
I'm back, bitches.
You take 2 strain, but underneath the staircase that leads up to the engineer's office, you find a large cabinet. It's been jammed closed, but there is a keyhole. There's no good grip to rip it open, but there is a keyhole.
Do we have any miscellaneous keys we've been finding that are little?
Yeah, I have one. From the top, throw down the key.
This seems risky. I catch it? Do I catch it?
Average coordination check.
Damn it! No, it goes down the drain. No!
So you slip and it like bounces off your hand and through the end of the conveyor belt that you couldn't force open.
No! Son of a bitch! Okay, good old Kasari lockpicking technique.
Oh, okay. make it a hard lightsaber check.
Man, everything's gone to shit.
The one time you guys could have used the key.
Yep.
Ooh, it's a little bit trickier this time. You jammed in there for a little bit. You're like, oh, this isn't going to be clean. And you rip it out and it opens successfully with no damage. But it's not quite as clean as you would have hoped it to be.
But it was relaxing.
And you find the key on the other side.
So as you open up this cabinet, you notice 3 large green glowing battery units, 2 of which seem to not be working anymore.
I start screaming like a
Little
Did you
child.
not hear the last part?
Yeah,
That
but one
don't
of them,
seem to be working anymore.
one of them is still working. There's 3. 2
Oh.
of them aren't. One of them is. So we got one.
Oh.
I grab it
Okay.
and I say, "How important is that we get back that key?"
Why don't you just pick it up and put it in your pocket?
Yeah. I'll get on that. Can I cut open the thing I can't get into with my lightsaber?
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that.
Oh, okay. I do that then.
You crawl in.
Yep.
There's a horde of food back
Oh, okay. Food.
Food, yeah. Horde of food back here.
I thought you meant zombies.
Around 12 meals worth of rations if you wanted to pick it up. It's 1 encumbrance.
Okay.
And you can also pick up the key.
Kasari, what did you find in there?
I found food and the key. Nothing else, unfortunately.
What, in the box?
Oh, the box! No, I found the battery we need. Yeah, that's the that's the most important part, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I might need a battery,
No,
but
this is too big. But but no, the GM told you that someone can try again on that computer with advantage.
True.
Just have someone else try. If it's the likelihood of someone else failing on an easy check with an upgrade is like, come on.
I could see me doing that.
Kim.
Kim, who has the best mechanics between the two of us?
I have just 2 in my mechanics. Not ranks, just 2, die.
Me too.
Oh. Well, since I haven't done anything, and I have the best of rolls, I'll do it.
Oh, uh-oh.
So one of them's upgraded,
Yeah, I'm gonna help with this.
and it's an easy check.
He's giving you advice. He's telling you all
Yeah,
about
do it that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. He fucked it up, but
So,
he did it.
as you're putting one of the parts in, as you like, a little spark hits your finger, and you're like, shit. You take 2 strain, but you do successfully fix the computer, although you can clearly tell that it still needs power.
I say, it is done.
I press the on button.
It does not turn
He
on.
said it needs power. Would this battery I found work?
Are you up in the room now?
Sure, I walk up there.
It looks like the same size. However, someone roll an average mechanics check.
I think it should be Charles.
Do I
He-
still get 2 setback on this because of...
Yes, you're ill.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Maybe it shouldn't be you, Charles.
Well,
But I get 2, 2, 2.
Skill?
Mechanics.
No,
2.
I mean, how good are you with it?
2 skill.
2, so 2 yellow. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, he should probably still do it. Setback isn't too bad. Oh man, it was horrible. Fuck.
Yeah, you think the battery will work just fine, and it won't jeopardize your chances of using the battery anywhere else.
It'll be fine, don't worry.
That was weirdly
do
specific.
say-
that was
I
like
do
a
say-
counterfactual. I didn't like that.
I do say, why do we care so much about this terminal? Why don't we just go to the clothing factory?
Because it's here and it works.
That's a fair point.
I mean,
We still need to get our
terminal at a
passports
food.
finished.
It's a terminal at the food factory. What are we going to do? Find what kind of food they register here? I don't.
Or find a government conspiracy in which they poison their citizens and turn them into zombie creatures.
Bring back the Illuminati music.
Okay, except the two of you just sang the Doctor Who music, I think.
We did.
The doctor jumps out of the wall and says, "You're right. Follow me if you want to live."
That does seem like a very doctor thing to do.
Okay.
I mean, Gasari, you have the battery physically. You can do with it what you want.
It's good to meet you, Celeste. Now run for your life. Yeah, so I will take the battery and go off towards the clothing factory with it.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
I start running through the streets with it over my head. I'm like, it's mine! No.
You guys found a spot in there for a battery, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, you said there was literally a station to put a battery in, or like a special thing. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of what you called it, but
slot,
yeah, slot.
I guess, yeah. Okay. Do you put it in that slot?
Yeah, we just slide
Shove
it
it in.
Slide it.
A number of, like, considering you've been in the darkest, like, dankest places of the city for a while, you're not used to light, so when all of this flashes up, it kind of blinds you. There's lots of bright lights in here. You hear as generators clearly start up in here, and the door kind of terminal activates.
I press a button on
Wait,
the
what
terminal.
button? Just look at it first. What?
Oh my god.
Read!
Cedric, no.
Your illiteracy's gonna kill us all!
Access needed. Clearance needed.
Okay, press random buttons.
No, stop!
Clearance is needed. I have a feeling we don't have clearance.
Has anyone found any?
Wow, more words of wisdom from Cedric. Oh my god. I have a feeling we don't have clearance. I love you, buddy. You just keep on doing you.
I could shout at it that we're Jedi. It might open up to that.
Does it have a microphone?
Does it look to have a microphone, buddy?
It might do. It's hard to tell.
Hello, computer?
Hello.
Oh, God! Computer.
Yes, there is a microphone.
Computer, we're Jedi from the Republic Jedi Council here on official business. Please, let us through.
Checking databanks. No Republic business found.
What? No, this is a Republic planet. Just open for us, bitch. We're kings. Fascism.
It's not a Republic planet.
Oh, it isn't? Damn it.
Independent.
We're friendly? God,
good. Would you like some tea?
Yes?
You sort of like, and a little like package of tea that you have to put in like the tea bag yourself. It like pops out.
Oh. Is there hot water?
Not on this computer, there isn't.
God damn it, computer! You just eject tea bags.
People used to like it.
I say, computer, can you tell me what happened on this planet?
Searching databanks. Information not found.
Computer, what's behind that door?
Searching databanks. Prototype. Environmental suit.
How many?
Searching databanks. 4.
Oh, hey! That's enough for
What
all
a
of us.
convenient number.
Weird at first, though. She said suit, not suits.
It might be one giant suit that can hold 4 people.
Oh, Power Rangers!
Oh my god.
Or by suit she meant the line, the model.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That
I
could
say
But that sounds better.
But Power Rangers, though.
Can mine be pink?
Warning, the computer says. There are 3 workers currently working on the suits.
Nope. There's no way. What? No. What? Why is that a warning, computer? Why is that a warning?
Do not interrupt the testing process.
What happens when you interrupt?
The testing is failed.
What happens when the testing fails?
It must be restarted.
Oh. Okay, so it's more of a clerical thing than anything.
computer, we would like access into the room.
Clearance needed.
Yeah,
Well, how about we take out the power from here and shove it into the main power
wait.
thing? The generator outside.
Wait, I want to try something. I got an idea. I'm going to sort of try to put on a more womanly voice, sort of like the voice that I think an adult woman would sort of have, and I say, this is Shada Ordito from the medical lab of the inner city. Access required.
Searching databanks. Please scan passport.
Damn it! Do we have her passport?
No.
No.
Wait, but we found a record of her passport. We found a record that said she... Did we look through all the passports they had there at the passport office?
Yeah, they were all failed. They were all, denied.
Those were the ones outside the city.
However, like you said, Marshall, you do have an extensive documentation of her immigration.
That's true.
I'm willing to assume this is what we're supposed to do.
Was there a passport in that documentation?
Average perception check.
Son of a bitch.
Can't find anything.
Well, I've got this idea, right?
I hold up the documentation to the scanner.
In it, like any particular part of it?
Are there any parts that have barcodes?
Not that you could find.
I say
the front page that has like basic names and stuff.
Okay. Maybe the photo.
Yeah, the photo definitely.
Okay, she says, scanning database. Please scan passport.
Damn it! Okay.
I say.
Okay.
Do you want what are you doing with the documents?
Well, this lady is a citizen here, so you know if we can find her passport, I think we'll be able to get in.
You forget we already have passports and we have a method of registering us, so we might be able to get access that way.
That's true, but we only have one battery.
Yeah, take the battery out there, put it in the generator, blammo.
Can we just do that? Is the battery fine to just be moved around like a little workhorse?
Have a look.
Think so.
What?
I think so.
Cedric thinks so.
God damn it, Putty! I mean, not Putty, Cedric. I'm trying to. I can't hear anyone. What'd you say, Putty?
Cedric, the character, thinks that it's fine to move it around.
Yeah, you can move batteries between two things.
That's his professional mechanical opinion.
What's my professional opinion?
Average mechanics check.
I succeeded.
You think that the way that battery was designed and the way that these systems are designed, that it might be able to survive one transfer, but it takes a lot of power just initializing. And so any more than that, and you're probably going to run out of power.
Well, damn it.
Oh, we did it in the wrong order.
Yeah, we're screwed. We should have started with the passport office. Fuck! We're going to need Chris's Force Lightning.
I say...
Just like, because you would remember this, there is a generator in the middle of town.
There is?
Yeah.
You all went there.
Was it working?
The battery.
It needed a battery, you say?
Yeah.
But would this generator power the whole city?
Had wiring to most of the factories.
Okay, it's risky, but do you guys just want to move the battery to that generator?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing will happen.
Yeah, something might happen there, but I don't really trust your mechanical, you know. In fact, I'm
pretty sure that Cedric is effectively illiterate.
I think he's.
So-
I think he's effectively. His brain is rotting from his disease.
So do you guys transfer the battery to the main generator?
Yes.
I mean, I cross my fingers, but yeah.
It survives the transfer. However, you notice that there's no way to like turn on the generator, and you're gonna have to kickstart it some way. You notice there is a small hole leading into kind of the power source.
I stick my.
Oh. Okay.
I stick my dick in it. No.
You don't have a dick.
Damn it. I look at the hole. I mean, how big is the hole? Like,
It's probably around the size of a lightsaber blade.
Cedric, you want to try?
What an oddly specific size.
Cedric, you want to put your lightsaber in there?
Which one?
I only have one lightsaber.
No, you definitely have two, buddy.
Oh yeah, did you? No, I only have one.
It was a dick joke.
Oh,
Wait, what?
that was. I think that literally went over everybody's head.
It went over mine.
It's
Make
dick
a
That makes the joke so much better.
Sorry and Cedric make an education check.
How hard?
Oh yes, I always forget this. Average.
You always forget the main component.
I
of the
always
game.
forget the main component of the game. Yeah, it's a DC 15 education check. Okay, so Cedric, you think the lightsaber fits in there. Sorry, you think the lightsaber fits in there. However, you think that the lightsaber itself, when it goes in, if it does power on, will probably conduct a lot of power, and you're not sure if the lightsaber will take damage or not.
What does the threat mean?
You take your strength.
Oh, damn it. God damn. I am so stressed.
And Cedric, you take 1 strength.
I say there's a possibility that whatever lightsaber we put in there is going to get damaged.
Maybe.
You don't think so?
I have no idea. It will, like, a lightsaber will fit in there.
Cedric, you don't think so. You think it'll be fine.
Cedric, we've had
Nah, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine.
Okay. Why don't you put yours in there then?
Well, you were the one that found the hole, so
Nope.
why don't you put yours in?
I'm not putting mine in there. My professional opinion is it might damage mine. But you're confident.
Sorry, you have 3 lightsabers now.
I'm a greedy son of a bitch, though. You're right. I should use one of mine.
You don't have one of them on you, though.
Oh, fuck. I could
So
use...
you have Shao's and yours.
Yeah, you said that you leave the Greenwood in this ship most of the time, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. I really like the Accolade of Haste. I don't want to damage it. But I don't... I think damaging Shao's lightsaber would be almost sacrilegious.
But Purple Rain is even more sacrilegious.
Wait, what?
I'll be right back.
Cedric's main lightsaber.
Oh. Why would putting that in there be sacrilegious?
Because it's like such an iconic lightsaber of the series.
True. Also a really good Jimi Hendrix song. Okay, fine. I am going to stick in, crossing my fingers and hoping to die, the Accolade of Haste.
As it goes in, you feel a tremendous amount of power in your hand as the generator goes, and many like street lamps start to turn around the access district, and it seems like the city comes to life again. And all of the nearby factories and the passport office lights switch on in them, but you definitely hear it, and sparks start to emerge on the lightsaber, the top of the lightsaber hilt, and it deactivates as the power returns to the city.
I pull out the lightsaber.
I mean, the hilt disappeared, so it's pretty much already pulled out. You're just holding not the hilt, you know. I mean, the blade disappeared, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think the hilt itself is damaged or the crystal is damaged?
Do you open it?
Yeah.
The internals look fried, but the crystal looks intact.
Oh, okay. I can find another hilt any day. This is just a basic hilt. This is just a shitty old hilt. Whatever.
Wasn't this the hilt that you made? Your very first hilt?
I made it, but... That's true. That's true. That's mean. I start crying.
I
think
sorry on the back.
And I think that's a good time to end it off this week.
Okay.
Well then.
Do you, Putty?
We can start really messing around in this city now. Everything is open to us. We can go into all the computers that haven't been on.
Oh my god, yes.
All the logs we can read. Hundreds and hundreds.
I'll mention that the computer that you found that was on its own power supply. So what does that tell you about the computers that aren't on?
Son of a bitch. These computers are dumb. Why wouldn't they be plugged into the grid? They must be.
They can stay on in the chance of a zombie apocalypse.
That is a well. Clearly, that was a dumb thing because they all are broken.
You weren't there on day one. They were on. People were scavenging. It's a year later.
Now, that's fair. And everyone was like, "Hey, we need to do our taxes now that the world's over."
The only ones that stayed on are the ones that people enabled power saving on.
That's funny. Okay, well. Yep. Oh,
yep.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this session of the Dunes of Utapau, like we confirmed at the beginning. I'm doing the description this week, so I hope you guys...
it just feels wrong now that it's been spoiled.
I know, right? I hope you guys tune in next time when we... Hopefully, Merkava comes back from his nap. And
and we can explore the city unfettered, and we can find the environment suits, and we can shoot things with the new, like, laser death cannon, otherwise known as the railgun. So that should be fun. I'll see you guys then.